up back in the big amphitheater room you were before after various adventures or misadventures took place. Cyrus attempted to do some sneaking and sleuthing and found out that a big-ass wooden door kind of stopped his efforts short. And you guys are currently standing there. You dropped off
Are we waiting for...
the
Yeah, the
boar's
big
meat
boar.
in the kitchen with the rest of the Arakakra.
Right.
And now you're just kind of standing around looking stupid.
Let's take a seat, man. Let's take a seat. We've been out here for a while. I don't want to stand around.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes I can do like that kind of deep, raspy voice, but it depends on the occasion. Sometimes I think I can do it nicely. Sometimes I can't.
Makes sense.
I wonder if they have arm wrestling competitions or any type of competitions of strength around here.
Doubt it.
I don't know.
Why don't you ask them and find out?
I mean, birds got to keep themselves entertained somehow.
I don't
Well, they're
know.
birds. I'm sure they have their own forms of entertainment.
Something probably doing with flying.
A lot less tree punching.
Ah, yes. Where is the... Begin approaching one of the nearby. Hey, do you know of any, I don't know, tournaments or places where someone could try to test their might?
The Arakakra cocks its head to the side. Why?
I'm bored and I want to fight.
If bored, scratch roots or something. Clean up.
I have done this. I have done both these things, in fact. But I still list for more excitement. Surely you know of something.
The Arakakra eyes the big-ass tree you're still carrying around with you.
Boy,
Maybe you should
oh boy.
cut
Oh,
that
I
up.
never put it down. Technically, you're right.
That's
I'm
why
sorry,
you
what
can
was
stop
it?
smacking everyone as you walk around. I'm sure
I do agree with that.
your companions will appreciate it.
I'll start sculpting it and making it less cumbersome. Going off to to prune a tree.
You're still just carrying around with you. It's a young tree, but my god, it's still like 10 or 12 feet long. You're spinning this thing around. Luckily, you're in an area of tiered seating that has a lot of space.
Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
So what exactly happened to our rogue friend? Because if I remember correctly, before we left off, I was healing his fucking injured paw from that pinned stone slab.
Yeah.
So,
This
so
will
you
be.
just
We may need to retcon this a little bit, and this will be a little morbid, so to say. But let's say he didn't make it out.
so I just found his
What?
corpse down there.
Yep.
Ah.
Crushed.
Oh.
Oh god.
please.
Damn, this turned dark real soon.
man.
Oh. Oh.
Jack,
Oh.
you've seen this. It can turn
Welcome
very
to
dark
the
very
darker
fast.
time.
Alright.
Yeah,
Alright,
not
so we're gonna
everybody
say
makes it out alive.
we're gonna say I buried him
Okay,
outside of the pit.
fair enough.
We're gonna go with that.
What pieces you could find?
Hmm.
Quite a mess, I would say.
Where's the alcohol?
Not here as of yet. As you guys are standing around, you see towards the parapet area where the fire is, they're setting up this long wooden table with different planks. Essentially, they have these wooded trellises almost. Trellis is probably the wrong word, but think of those donkey benches used for construction. they're called donkeys or mules or whatever. Essentially that, and then they're laying these slabs of wood on top to make this long ass table. If that makes sense.
Donkey benches. Oh.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's the brand. It's just these. They do this, and you can put wood on them. They're essentially. Yes, my terminology is great.
Yeah, I cannot
It's
really
all
picture what you're trying
I
to
love the
describe.
fact that
Essentially, they are putting slabs of wood onto supports to construct a table right there, then and there.
Okay. All right.
Imagine
That's
that
a lot
as you
better.
will, because I forget the
Yeah.
actual construction terminology.
No worries.
Never took wood shop, it was only doing stuff in the garage. Anywho, that's going on right now, and they're covering that with a cloth. Just starting to prep this really huge table that runs down the majority of the front of the room. As you guys are watching. Nearing completion, they're starting to take some of the nests that were put in various areas over the amphitheater style seating and setting that as chairs next to this table. It's pretty low to the ground though. Definitely more so than say Cyrus or Alvaro is used to in a table. These people are a lot smaller
Okay.
generally.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what are we doing?
That's what I'm doing.
What are
That's
you
literally
doing?
what I'm doing.
Being
That's
moody,
literally what I'm doing.
just
Like
moody.
watching like
What?
everything that's going on.
I mean-
quietly, and so I'm like,
I'm pruning a tree in the corner. I've
He's-
already.
Oh
You were
god.
just trying
Yeah,
to cut
he's-
it up.
He's
Yeah, no,
I mean-
like I might be. I'd be like asking one of the like, can I? Do you think I
I
can
mean-
make this into a nest? Just kind of trying to engage with and gain
Alright, so
support with the bird.
in
I mean, it's
particular,
not-
Mr. Lizardman Barbarian,
Mr.
do you have
8 feet.
the tools to be cutting up a tree? Do we have anything sharp? Or do we have to put
Yeah,
strength
he
in
has
this?
He has a scimitar from the dead Snakeman.
Yes,
mean,
use a
that,
butter
and
knife
I
to
also-
cut through a rock. That's gonna work.
Claws and pure rage.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. I mean, yeah, sure. But workers tools. Let me see.
Now checking the inventory. Alright. As for the rest of you, while he's trying to figure out whether he can actually properly prune this frickin' tree he pulled off or not, you noticed a very not Aarakocra figure
Oh,
helping with
what's
the
that sound
table
again?
setup here. Carrying the really heavy shit, essentially. This guy, taller than a regular human that you've seen, kind of grayer skin, is carrying the entire frickin' boar that you brought in cooked on a platter, which he then kind of just puts on the table, causing the actual table itself to rattle, as he's not the most gentle, trying to be, it looks like, but mixed results.
He's trying his best.
Here's your ball. Come and get it.
Wait, is
Is that our Goliath friend?
Mm-hmm.
Christ, that
As
man
this
is
is going
fucking
on, everybody
whipped.
else is gradually ascending. You see various Aarakocra are starting to take their nests, so to speak, near the table. And the teacher herself starts ambling with her staff towards one side of it. What are you people doing sitting down?
Is
Come
she
in.
speaking to us or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go stand in a corner and wait for everybody else to finish.
I stand up and go to the table, but distance myself and the teacher a little bit.
He finds a dark corner to sit himself in shadow. There's no dark corners. He's just being edgy for the hell of it.
I'm just trying to distance myself and that old
I
bird.
gotta remember my bird voice. It's been a bit.
No worries, no worries. Is okay. So, who is not in the room? Alvaro's not in the room, and is
You guys are pretty
Phil
much
outside?
all in the amphitheater area.
Okay,
It's a pretty
alright.
big area, but you're all over
I
here.
guess I'll wave at my friend like this. Wait, here, I'm here. We're here.
Alvaro is not feeling the appetite at the moment after witnessing his dead comrade, so he's a little bit tied up with that for the moment.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I try not to retcon, but my god. We're not
You
leading a
just
search
take
party
it.
for something we know is not coming back. Is what it
Big
is.
sad.
Everybody is assembling at the table towards the bottom. However, in addition to the biggest man, you see two other figures that aren't birds, surprisingly enough. It looks to be two humans. One more an adult and what looks to be a child.
Mm.
They're both dressed in very interesting regalia, stuff you haven't really seen before, though it looks almost like a higher class version of some of the garb you've seen in Chult. Something Wakanga might have worn if he was a little bit more flashy with his
Huh?
choice of attire.
Actually,
And the child themselves actually have a bird beak mask on their face.
okay.
You see looking closer. It's kind of interesting.
Is anyone sitting next to me right now? Like my companions?
Well, where
So-
are you sitting? Where do you want to go?
You know what? Man, it's so hard to visualize this because so it's basically a huge, like a really long bench,
So think
right?
Have
Thanksgiving.
you watched Harry Potter?
All right. Yes, it's one of
Yes,
those
that's-
long ass
that's-
tables, or in
yeah,
case
yeah,
of a
that's what I'm
cafeteria,
thinking.
those tables that are just connected all the way down the row. You've got
Yeah,
one big
yeah,
one of
yeah.
those.
That's what I'm imagining.
There is essentially this woven cotton cloth table runner thrown on the middle, and on top of that are these wooden plates with various different food items that you haven't really seen before. Lots of nuts and berries. The boar that you had brought in, which is being cut into
I would like to sit
to
next to the
serve to
boar.
everybody.
I would like to sit next to the boar.
Okay. Cyrus takes a seat right next to the biggest portion of meat he can find, the actual creature itself. And it hides him from the fire and casts a little bit of shadow on him. Being the big ass animal it is. He's now
Now
suitably
look at the
edgy
big
for his own
man.
purposes.
Now look at the big man.
Mhm.
What's the big man doing? The big gray man.
But, well, we have two of those. They're both pretty huge. Is it scaly or not scaly? That is the question.
Not scaly. Not
Okay.
scaly.
So, what is our
I'm in the
Goliath
corner.
doing?
If I
yeah.
refer to Phil, I would say the lizard.
Fair.
Cool. So
Yeah.
I set down the board, and assuming my task was done, I'm in the corner, like looking into the corner, and like I've got my hands up, like maybe I'm like fidgeting with something you can't really see, but I'm just kind of sitting there concentrating in my own world.
He's got a plate and food in front of him, and he's very, very focused on it. Even casts these sideways glances at some of the other people, trying to make sure they're not stealing his food.
What about those other the kid and the adult or whatever? Where?
With the bird mask.
They are
Yeah.
sitting near the end of the table, next to the teacher, who has come in at the foot of it. So essentially, you've got the fire to the right, the actual table itself. They are sitting on the very far end of that, whereas the boar is in the middle of the table.
Gotcha. Okay,
Mhm.
so
As various people are flooding in, more wood is added to the fire, and it raises to about 7 feet tall, which is encompassing what you have for light in the room. Big ass bonfire for the most part, as the light outside begins to dim.
I set like one of my sword and bags down to like reserve a spot for my friends right next to me. Well, let's sample the food.
Okay.
I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Let's sample the food.
Welcome, welcome. Tonight we have a feast, along with new friends, I hope. They've brought a boar and some firewood. And I don't know
Yeah.
what the heck that one was doing, but it was here too, she says, pointing at Cyrus. He's hiding behind things again. She hobbles over halfway down the table towards Phil. Is this normal?
Wait, is Phil next to me? I thought he was.
Where
he
is
was
Phil
out.
sitting?
Yeah, where is he?
I mean, I guess I'd be across the table from you because I am very interested in the boar as well. Because, I mean,
Okay,
yes.
so I'm right in front, right here.
So
Okay.
the teacher gets up and hobbles over towards you and asks, "Is this normal? Does he normally do this?"
I mean, he likes to just be on the edge of things, you know, visibility, tip of a conversation,
Well,
lots of things.
we live in a mountain village. There's plenty of edges to look over. But
I'll let him know.
for one without wings, I thought that would be a little more dangerous. You know.
I think that's why it is that little sense of danger. That it's his own peculiarity. We all have them. What the fuck is happening?
What is going on?
I don't know. I'm so worried.
just shrugs her shoulders and hobbles back.
Okay.
Sit down. As she passes the Aarakocra, I'd kind of bow in reverence before she settles back down into her nest at the foot of the table. Isn't this fun? And incredibly awkward.
Oh, I mean,
Mhm. So yeah, if you guys are getting food, other than the actual boar, for the most part, you don't see very much meat here. There is a bit here and there,
Understandable.
but the majority of what is on offer is mostly nuts and berries, but a shit ton of them.
Understandable. I
In
mean, birds
various
don't eat a lot
bowls
of meat.
scattered across the table. Other than at the boar itself, there doesn't really seem to be any utensils supplied to anyone. And the boar itself is being cut up with knives into these small bite-sized chunks.
Guess we'll just have to stab the chunks of meat with knives as forks, I guess, you know. I'd rather not get my hand dirty. Like,
oh, meanwhile,
Make-
Phil's grabbing.
make
You're
it
gonna
an
try
edge
to
you.
steal the knives
Some
from the
balls.
Aarakocra cutting up the boar?
oh, if he still has it, then I'm gonna wait, I guess.
There are two of them that you can see.
Hmm?
Are there any hand sanitizers around?
What?
Just kind of
Let me
Give a
think.
look.
We're in an ancient monastery
I know.
headed by Eric Kakra in the middle of a wet, steamy ass jungle with technology rivaling about the medieval era? Yeah, we definitely have hand sanitizer.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's not. Let's start this on a high note. Let's get the beer out. Alchemy check time.
I was about to say, if you like, you can ask for alcohol and put it on your hands.
Beer.
No.
Beer?
Beer.
So,
All right.
Cyrus pulls out this big ass jug that seems to
Ooh.
have
That's
corks
not that big.
jutting out it. Yeah,
It's not that big. It's not that big. It's not that big.
To be pulling
Yeah.
out of your backpack, it's a pretty big jug.
Or pull
seem
it
to
out
be-
of the bag of
Yes,
holding.
you seem to pull this big jug out of nowhere. It's kind of banded with this. It's banded with this dark blue paint around the bottom, and then on the top seems to be all sorts of spouts through which all sorts of spouts corked on the top of it, where you would think if you'd pull it out, a place to pour liquid. He sets this thing down, says beer.
And I would like to
And goes-
pour into a bowl.
Okay. There are various
Yeah, we
bowls
have
around
Yeah,
that are
a
being
bowl, an
used
empty bowl.
to deposit people's shares of food. You're going to
Yes.
pour this sloshing of liquid in the jug into your own bowl.
Yes.
Okay. It pours, and those right next to Cyrus get this very weighty and weedy smell emanating from that. Very yeasty as well.
Beer nuts.
Is it beer? Better be.
It is beer.
What?
Pretty cheap, light shit, but it's beer.
Eh?
It's Michelob Ultra.
Phil, you want some? I look across, look over the board, probably.
I'd like sniff. No, I don't drink piss. Thank you.
Uh, all right, let's get some meat.
You
Let's-
see the
whatever.
Arakocra around you kind of arc their heads back. Not really liking the smell of the shit you've brought out either.
Yeah, at least they don't belch. All right, let's get some of the boar meat. Huh?
Okay.
Let's try it out.
For the most part, most of the meat has been cut into chunks, which is being laid on these wooden slat platters that people are just picking off of.
I don't know. I guess I could get another bowl.
Given this scene, what is the tall man doing?
Hmm?
The tall man.
The Goliath.
The tall man. Yes.
I'm chowing away in the corner, doing my best to take everything on my plate, including the plate, and put it in my mouth. And then I will smell the beer and kind of,
There you go. Okay.
All right then. Somebody's
I don't
interest
get
has been
food that
piqued.
often, so I am eating everything I possibly can right now before anybody notices and takes it away from me.
Okay then.
Look up and see the plate's gone. But wait? He did.
The plate's gone.
What has happened? No.
Just looking around innocently, like, I don't know.
I mean, there's another one, right? There's another place though. We
Yeah.
can use that.
Other than that, you hear just the squawking of various Arakocra as they eat and talk amongst themselves. The very shrill kind of authoritative timbre of the teacher, who is talking and laughing with the two humans sitting next to her. Seems to be having a
have-
grand old time, and has probably forgotten you've existed at this point in time.
I have meat, right? Do I or do I
Yes.
not?
You could pick
Alright.
plenty of chunks of meat. There's plenty of to go around.
Let's get some in a bowl and then
They're
sit back
cocker or
down.
not.
And then...
They still have the knives, and once they were done cutting up the meat, they took the knives with them. So now mostly it's just this this boar with most of it carved out of it. You see mostly bone on it, but they haven't removed it from the table.
I'm gonna walk
Wow.
up to the carcass. You guys gonna eat that? And I point right at the bones of this boar.
Drugs. Go ahead.
Put it on whatever plate I see that might hold it, and go back to my corner.
You just
and
pick up
do
the
my
frickin-
best to eat as much of this as I
the
can.
entire frickin' platter that you plopped down earlier, and kind of
Yep.
wander away with it.
I'm gonna go sit down in the corner and just start gnawing on the bones. See how far I can get.
Hey,
Don't,
don't take all of it. Please, sir.
Okay. I give him a rib.
I begin gnawing on it gratefully. Thank
Oh
you,
my
sir.
God. And it starts.
You need more than rib?
I mean, but I mean, everybody likes marrow.
You want top half or bottom?
Top.
I like to snap the boar in half. You know, the brittle bones and what's left, and just hand him half, the top half.
Give me a strength check. We'll see how
Oh.
well this goes. They are not as strong as they were, but they're still bones.
bonding.
18.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah, he just grabs one end of the spine, grabs the other, kind of turns his arms inwards, and you hear a big snap as he does so.
I just smacked my head. We should have done a wish pig. Oh well. Oh well.
Oh, next time, I promise.
Oh,
And I hand him the top half, and then I take
He just-
what's left and
Holding
continue
it by
towards my corner.
the severed part of the spine, he just kind of holds it out. Head
Yep,
and all
just-
still attached.
taking it and then just kind of
Mortal Kombat. I can imagine Mortal Kombat like, yeah.
This was definitely a KO. As far
Drink.
as that is concerned.
Mortality.
Fatality.
Mm-hmm. Fatality, that's what it is. So many
Fatality?
fighting games. I'm not familiar.
I would like to observe those two humans and the teacher.
Okay. They're
afar, yeah.
sitting there. I would have you roll me a perception check, especially from your angle on the table behind. Well, no, your sight has been cleared. There's no longer a boar, but you're
No,
still
no, shoot,
relatively
that's
far
boar,
away
yeah.
from what's going on over there.
Yay, get out dice. That's a natural one.
Oh my god.
All right, we're off to a very low note here.
Yeah, it seems as if the atmosphere to you has become pretty hazy. Maybe it's the fire, maybe it's the
Okay,
weird spectacle of this entire boar spine being cracked in front of you that has kind of drawn your attention, but you really can't see very well into what's over there. Honestly, it's not even sure if there's anything of interest over there.
Damn. Where did that big guy go? Phil, where did that big guy go?
He gave me half this pig, showing half the pig, and I believe he just walked out on the veranda for a little bit, sucking on the back of the pig spine. What the fuck?
I'm just sitting down, going to town, man.
Oh yeah, no, he's over there munching. just kind of point him out. In the,
Is he munching?
Yeah, so
Look
he's
at
down towards the further end of the table, like the teacher and the two humans, and you can definitely, despite not being the rest of you except for Cyrus, who's pretty oblivious, you can definitely very easily translate this look of disgust that is on the woman's face, who's sitting there watching this. Just
The woman?
yes, so
Who?
it is a woman. You wouldn't know
Oh,
because you can't see jack shit, but everybody else can.
thank you, Cassie. You
You're
mentioning my
welcome.
name again. Ugh.
Jack can't see shit,
oh,
yes.
human.
Jack can't see shit. He's right.
But
You're right.
she's very much just kind of appalled and disgusted by what's going on. Doesn't say anything, but pushes her plate closer towards herself and tries to angle away from the mess, insulating her her group between the teacher and the smaller child.
Pour some more beer for myself.
All right. We're gonna be making our first Constitution save of the evening.
Oh fuck! Come on, that was.
What?
That's not that. Okay.
The DC is gonna be low. It was your first
DC
beer, but still. Then again, I don't know. It could smell like piss, but be super strong.
Who knows?
16.
Yeah, you feel fine. You've drank way more of this kind of swill in the past and done great. Alvaro, what have we been doing this entire time, other than just sitting there?
Aside from trying to resist the temptation of taking that entire jug of alcohol and swigging it, he's mainly been exploring the Eric Cochran nest and just taking in the sights as he, I guess you could say, grieves just a little bit for his fallen comrade.
Okay, so
At
you're not
least
at the table.
No, he's just exploring the nest for the time being.
Alright. So you're gone off somewhere, doing who knows what. Just walking.
Do I see?
Though, to be honest, I don't think you're too put out. This person you knew for a little bit,
What?
but death is death.
This is the
I offer him a pig snout to help him grieve. I'm sorry for your loss. Please take this snout to remember him.
Phil walked up from the table with his entire boar with him and wandered around until he found Alvaro about 15 seconds later, being like, boar snout.
Alright, what just happened? Because my roommate walked in. Yeah. I
So,
didn't get what happened.
You see Phil
Sorry.
just kind of stand up from the table, walk towards the back of the amphitheater with the entirety of the front half of the boar in tow, and seems to be talking to somebody who's right in the corridor, right outside of that area.
I know,
I need to rub my eyes again. Like, what's going on?
I know this is difficult time. Please. This is best portion of pig, and it is also incredibly hard to, eat. So it preserves great. You can keep it as a charm or a snack. But
I'm not sure. I don't think I know any man who would keep a boar snout as a charm.
we
But
use the rules, but I take your point.
I do appreciate the gesture. I suppose it is time I head back to the table. I suppose, after all, I was the one who killed that boar. I might as well savor some of the earnings.
Yes. I shake the the rest of the boar in offering, in a way.
It jiggles, sloshing some juices to the ground.
It's fantastic.
This is not what I meant by savoring. Put it back on the table.
Oh, yeah. That was a bit rude of me. I'm sorry. So hungry, man. All they have are some berries.
You are a strange one, Phil.
Well, I'm not going to say no, I'm not, but no.
Alright.
Goes table, puts the boar back on the platter, tried to put it on neatly.
Well, there is no more platter there. Where there was
Oh,
once a
right,
platter,
that's
it is
right.
now
Remember it.
gone because you saw the Goliath just pick it up and carry it off with him.
I take what was once my plate and just kind of put it in the middle and put
Try to
just
try to
kinda
fit as much of this boar as you can on the little plate.
At the sight of no platter, Alvaro is going like, Did you take the platter too?
Do I hear this?
I took the
It's
platter.
happening right in front of you, so hopefully.
When did he
Yes.
get here?
Yes, I pointed to the big gray man. He took it.
When did he get here?
He was here the entire time before you were here.
he joined us for the feast and was so kind as to split the pig with me.
Why does it smell like piss in here?
It's beer. Like,
That's beer.
it can't,
I'd find
can't
shit
be
of
that
a
bad.
well better than that.
Have a taste.
He'll take a swig of this so quote unquote beer, and I'll roll a con save. But I mean, he's an alcoholic.
Ooh.
This is a
a big-
constitution save of more,
Did
you
not
want to
get
roll
the-
con save or
Actually, give me a
if-
wisdom save, I think.
Yeah, do you want wisdom or
Oh, wisdom.
Yeah,
Mhm.
not
This
to
is
just
this
start
is a force of
thinking.
will to not go
Ah.
overboard here.
That is a nat 20.
Ooh.
You
well
like
then.
it,
Keeping
but
you
you're
tripped.
you're very acutely aware of your own inclinations and try to make sure not to go too far.
I have certainly had better than this pig shite.
It's so
But-
bad it's not worth getting drunk on.
You know what? Yeah, this might be enough drinking for the night. Clock. Back into the bag you go, little alchemy jug.
I don't like that my nat 20 came on my first roll already.
I don't like that I got that one on my
Yeah.
first roll tonight.
As you guys are, you continue to feast. Phil complains about berries and nuts and nothing else. Having, after about 20 minutes or so, completely stripped this boar of anything but bone. And just proceeding to gnaw on that.
Yeah.
Which, for the two humans at the table, is a very eerily reminiscent to what the Goliath is doing over at the other end.
Oh boy.
There's
So,
no
yeah.
meat on the bones. Why are you trying to eat it? You're just eating marrow at the most. Why?
I'm gonna stare at him as he's saying this to whoever he's saying it. Keep going for it.
He's just watching the display, vaguely interested while gnawing on more shit.
You as well. There's nothing left on that bone.
That's right. Lizard people can make things out of bones.
Save the bone. Stop trying to eat it then. There's nothing of value on it.
I'm making little cutlery sets out of the ribs.
With what?
My teeth and claws.
Okay, if we're trying to use our claws to whittle it down. What is a crafts check here?
All right.
It's like a circus, man.
Yeah. You start to notice more and more Aarakocra have stopped their talking and amongst themselves just to witness this display going on. And Alvaro is not exactly quiet in terms of his yelling across the table.
Ooh, man. Now
Yes, he's getting
Just-
entirely irritated by the sound of grinding bones just going through his head. It's like,
Crunch,
Why?
cruncha.
Oh, man. Yeah, no. And your friend was crushed. Oh.
I'm gonna look for any remaining food on the table and just start eating it.
Oh,
Scraps, I don't care.
is your stomach a bottomless pit?
We might find out.
The little child, who's sitting across the table from you, grabs one of the nut bowls and slides it towards himself before you can get a big meaty hand into that.
I'm not trying to take anybody's food, just whatever's not being eaten.
Which is everybody's food.
Oh my god, yeah. No, just serve yourself, and it's just like, well, these are mine now.
I can just
When
imagine
nobody
him
was
just
eating
picking
it,
up the.
it was just there.
I can just imagine him being the guy before anyone starts eating. All right, no one's eating. Picks up the whole table and walks away. This is mine now.
this is mine now.
20 minutes. Most people are done
Picks
eating.
up the fried chicken platter and just walks to the table. What the?
Yeah, I would probably say this is about right. Checks is 174. Sorry, I'm getting you a check for your attempt to make cutlery out of bone.
Oh god.
Mm.
Which there are no specific crafting checks, I don't think. Unless you're an artificer, and that's weird.
Yikes, artificers.
Yep. Let me see here. I guess we're gonna say sleight of hand. You're creating pretty dainty implements out of bone here. See if you have the ability to do that without nicking and breaking shit into bone shards.
Okay.
Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Do I hear a nat one?
We already had
Do I
one
hear
of those
it?
today.
15 plus 2. So a 17.
Okay. Math.
They're
math.
very simple, but you get enough across, so you make a general spoon out of part of the skull, so to speak, and a bit of the spine. Knife's easy enough. You just take a long piece and kind of scratch off with the edge to make it a bit sharper. You have a spoon, a knife, and a two-pronged fork now, made out of various bits of bone.
Adding this to my mess kit. Now I can serve 4 people.
Look at that!
Mmm.
And in the midst of this very interesting scene, the teacher kind of stands and hobbles up towards the fire. Hey there, good people. Tonight, as you've very well seen, we have some visitors. She says, poking her staff at the fire. They may seem very weird to some. Very big. And they're all flightless, the poor dears. But we have some people here who are on a quest to figure out whatever this curse is we've been seeing. All of the Aarakocra, as she starts this monologue, go silent and watch. Now, what I had in mind, which is something that we could possibly do to help them, is perform our ritual. You know the one. Help these poor flightless fellows out. This we shall do tomorrow. when everyone has rested.
Mm.
Be sure to remember the dancing feathers. We need those. She stands
I
there
stand
for a
up and
moment.
almost like shout, like, "Whoa! What ritual?"
Kind of leaning over to Clyde.
What
What?
ritual?
Talking about.
It is a traditional ritual.
Okay, what does
Of
this
Aarakocra.
ritual entail? What does it do?
Helps out flightless people. What else might it do?
I think they are very well attempting to give us the ability to fly.
There!
Look, we
That one's smart.
we don't need your help.
Um,
Really now?
We would like to leave.
you're
Okay.
speaking for everyone here again.
You could do that when you wanted. Why haven't you?
We literally lost another person here today.
You
I don't
hear this
exactly-
collective kind of gasp or almost air through the beaks as all the Aarakocra watch this. There is a very tense silence in the room. Well, except for the munching sounds in the corner.
Oh god.
That kind of cuts through this showdown taking place.
People are
Watching
just
with
looking over like,
interest.
Well, forgive me for trying to be a good host. Apparently, it is
just-
not
He
appreciated.
does not speak for everyone. I
Mm.
personally would appreciate the help.
just kind of.
Then,
like,
if you want it, teach your friend some manners,
I storm out
she says.
immediately.
Well,
Bye-bye.
that saves me the
Please.
effort of having him kicked out. She shrugs her wings and then just starts waddling back to her seat.
Alvaro is gonna talk to Phil really quickly. Would you mind? Would you mind talking to him? At least you know him better than you certainly know him better than I do, from the looks of it. I figured you have better odds of getting through to him than I would. And let's be real here, we've lost one person today. I don't think we're in a position to really deny help.
You're right. We need to be able to seek assistance, or at least be able to understand when we actually need help. What do you think we should do? Dangle him over a cliff for a little bit? Do you think that would get it through? No. Let me see.
Maybe I think that would just excite him. Let's be real here.
Can I hear them talking, saying like friends and help?
You can see me just
Considering that
out.
the
I yelled
the
across the room, basically.
you heard him very easily as he yells across. And the Aarakocra have not really gone back to their speech, as the teacher has yet to really sit and settle down yet. She's still walking over, so you probably could hear them. Phil's not known for his quiet speech.
With a mouthful of food. You need no friends?
I just kind of politely say, he was very kind. He did give me a pig. Maybe he can help.
I be no friends.
I just kind of like, could you take that out of mouth? We need help with one of our other friends. He's a bit moody about this whole scenario.
I take a second and I swallow. Oh, he have stick up ass.
Most likely.
I suffered from that before.
Oh,
Just need tongs. Pull it out.
stage it five. Wait. I won't ask.
Oh god. Not able to hold it back anymore, you hear this hysteric chuckle from down towards the other end of the table where everyone else is. Kawasha, and specifically
Oh
Arctis
yeah, I
just
forgot they were still
can't
here.
hold it back anymore and starts
Yes.
laughing like nobody's business.
Yes.
I forgot they're still here.
Yes.
You know, I tried. I tried to be respectful. I really did. But it's just too funny.
Yes, stick up
I
ass.
I've been trying
Bill,
to say
grab the
that
tongs.
for weeks. The
See what that
damned
means?
edgelord.
I have no sense of humor, and I don't understand comedy, so I'm looking like he really has a stick on his ass. Like he needs help. What are you guys
Oh.
laughing about?
No,
Bill, grab the tongs.
and just kind of give like
You can see
treasure.
even Kawasha quietly chuckling over there, and Dragonbait looks around, kind of confused, goes back to the food.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Oh,
I say we ought to accept this help. Regardless of Mr. Moody over there. I swear! He's as bad as a woman on their time of the month.
So I'm looking around like, I befriend.
Yes, big guy, you befriend.
Awesome. Thank you, new friend.
Can I have a name for said friend?
I'm not sure. People call me and and look over there.
look over there.
I don't know my real name. I don't remember.
There.
It's been a
Lot.
long time.
Ah. Your name
It
is
seems-
Ah. I like it. I like it a lot.
I befriend
Ah? Ah. A lot. Yes. Look over there. A lot.
Alright, back to the topic of our moody friend with stick up his ass.
Yes. Now, where did you get these tongues? Are they metaphorical or are they physical?
Like the,
real tongue. They real. Metal usually work best.
He speaks sagely.
Having an actual normal barbarian here, it reminds me of how weird Phil is.
Bring the tongs along just in case, but let's not immediately use them. I think
I don't have tongues. You might need to find them. Goliath's teeth like tongue.
Well, I don't think we'll need you using our teeth. I
We
think his
don't
problem
want
is
you-
a bit more feelings rather than actual stick.
and
He
him
don't
getting
feel?
hit in the ass.
Just punch him harder. He feel it then.
I just commend the fact that
guys
I
silly.
heard the freaking clicking when you were doing that with your mouth. I was like, damn.
Got a
First
good
off,
back.
let's go find him
Yes.
first.
So what are you guys doing?
We're gonna go attempt to find our moody edgelord with a stick up his ass.
Well, Arctis says, have fun with that. Me?
You aren't going to come along for the fun.
Oh yeah, no.
I'll
join
stay
me.
here for the food. I have no desire to deal with another moody person again today. That woman on the
No.
end of the table, oh my gosh, you'd think the world belongs to her. I'ma sit and eat in what peace I can afford for now. You have fun.
I don't think
Yeah,
fun is exactly the operative word here.
I'm satisfied with my new friends, so I'm gonna go back to eating whatever food's still on the table.
Great. Looks like it's just me and you, Phil.
Don't
You
worry.
need help? Let know.
We'll do.
Okay, buddy.
Now, where is our friendly edgelord?
He's
He
outside.
stormed
He's just
out
overlooking. He's just
the
overlooking
far
the
end of
forest.
the amphitheater over there where you guys were originally dragged in.
Phil, do you want to take the lead here?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to be good person or bad person? Oh wait, we're not interrogating. That's right.
This is not an interrogation, Phil.
Sorry, always
Just talk to him as well. I guess you two are friends, so speak to him as your friend.
looking at the pig carcass. I don't think I can get away with that twice, but okay. Yeah, no. Kind of coincides. So, why don't you want them to help us?
They've
You
used
trust
the
them too much.
What
You
was that?
trust them too readily.
Well, I mean, trust to an extent. I mean, if they were doing shady stuff, I'm sure we could react.
It doesn't make sense. First, they come to us, claiming that we're in their territories with spears upon our throats. Then they come here and judge us, and then suddenly say, "Oh no, we're not a threat anymore," and then decide to say, "Oh, we're gonna help you out."
We did
And this whole teacher thing is
We-
like a cult.
Well, I'll agree with you there. They do kind of. They're a bit haywire, but they were appreciating us killing that snaky things. Don't you remember?
Let's be fair. They've had their own troubles before we even arrived.
It's
they
true.
they
They-
basically did talk to you about the Snake Men and how some people were in league with them.
Look,
They were worried about
they
that.
can help us, but there's gonna be a price for us to pay. It's not gonna be free.
I'm sure we can come up with some form of contract. And besides, we have revenue to come in later from our stint in the.
Yeah, the business mindset.
We are taken care of. We've invested. Besides, if they try anything, we just rage and run. What's wrong with that? It's worked for me in the past. Just kind of patting you on the shoulder in hopes that, like, we can always cut and run. Like, if they try shit, they get hit. Hmm?
So for now, at least try to play nice. At least just a little bit.
Oh,
Don't try to most
Or-
literally ruffle their feathers.
I tell you what, overly sarcastic politeness works every time.
Yeah. Fine.
Not fine. It is amazing.
Wouldn't go that far, Phil, but I like your optimism.
Sarcastic amazing. Because I have no idea how to put in a sarcastic inflection on Phil right now. Goddamn.
I'm not sure even he knows how to exactly do sarcasm either as a lizard man. They're very
It's too-
literal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's kind of right. Does that help you feel better, or at least we don't have to trust? At least allow you to know that you can trust. I mean, yeah.
I just don't want help from them. We don't need it.
I'd say
we're
that's a
doing
little.
fine. We're doing fine, and then we got 3 days cut off. for no reason. Come on.
But if
Look,
they
it's great they
can
want to help, but the way they started this, big red flag.
being cautious of outsiders is kind of a tradition for most people, I think.
We'll see how it goes. Just kind of nods.
Yay!
No, a little bit. But hang on. You guys keep going. Hang on.
Kind of bring Silas over. He's like, I think he agrees, or at least he's willing to work.
Oh, hey. Look at that.
What do you think the is? Leaning over to, God damn it. Aislinn? No.
Alvaro.
What was your character? Alvaro. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Just leaning over, like, what do you think the ritual is?
Well, I think it very well literally means we're going to take flight. But there's nothing wrong with asking some more questions about just how literal that meaning may be. I don't want to. Well, despite them having every right to put a spear to my throat, I'd say I'd want to take it at face value. They don't seem like the type to lie or be overall deceitful.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, they seem as though they simply wish to protect each other, as birds often do.
And
Now then,
unknown may be soon, and you've just lost your comrade, but we may need to increase our numbers. That fine gentleman with the pig.
certainly is he's certainly there in terms of muscle, but he is
Wait, was he a bodyguard to someone as well? Said him and his
You
small
don't know.
child.
It's just this big ass dude sitting near the table. Sitting near
Okay.
where the teacher is. You didn't really
Fair
ask
enough.
any questions about him, you just shared a pig.
Hey, you can infer a lot of things from when you share a pig with someone.
Sure.
You
You can
learn
see
a lot
that he
about
really,
them
really
if
likes
you're a
food, he's pretty
bodyguard.
damn strong, and he's huge. And was helping the Aarakocra set up initially.
Okay, that's what it was. Gotcha.
He's the one who threw the entire platter down with the full pig originally. Anyway.
All right. Okay. I'm back. All right. Suppose Cyrus just, I don't know, looked at the jungle and said, come back with something. Oh, by the way, did you guys catch that big guy's name?
apparently he doesn't remember his name. He's only ever.
And
Is
look,
everybody coming back into the eating hall at this point?
We could
Nah,
say
I
that
think we're still
you guys-
outside.
I
We're
think
still
they're still out
outside
there for
Okay.
now.
chatting.
I'm just trying to see what I can hear. So obviously none of this. Cool.
I remember his name being Look Over There.
yes, like I
Meanwhile,
said.
in the hall, the teacher kind of looks at here and is like, "Hey, you leave that alone. Have your bones." God, so many voices. You've had enough.
Oh, okay.
Have your
One
bones,
more?
but leave everybody else's food alone.
All right. I go around and I find all the bones on the table, even the ones that are still on people's plates. And I'm taking bones.
Oh boy.
Who said I have bones?
Wonderful, wonderful literalism.
Well, a weird tall human, but I guess his heart's in the right place. Okay then.
Thank you for bones.
Yeah. Oh, his character's great too. All right, back
Oh
to
my God.
outside here.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. I think we had gotten everybody back together and we're wandering back in to hear what the teacher has to say about the
Okay.
ritual.
As
Or
you do
if-
Can I
so,
start walking
you find
towards where I
the
saw them?
Goliath hovering across the majority of the table, picking stuff off of people's plates and whatever's around. From this distance, you can't exactly tell what he's grabbing, but he's essentially dancing around the table at this point, picking things up. Easily able to pretty much tower and lean over all of the Aarakocra and even Arctis, who exclaims with, "Why? What the hell do you think you're doing?"
Oh, sorry, just getting bones.
Not
What do you
these. Leave
think he
these
has a
alone.
bottomless pit for a stomach?
Oh, okay. I move on. Next plate.
he knows how to scrimshaw too? Damn.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Do I see
walk-
these guys walk in?
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
you
we're walking
see
back
the
in.
group of three start and walk back in and
Okay.
down the amphitheater
So after
steps.
being swatted away from one of the plates, I'll look over at them. Oh, friends return. How friend with Astic?
Thoroughly removed.
Oh, you use tongs or teeth?
What?
Words, surprisingly enough.
I am
this
just
about?
dumbfounded because you just said you solved a problem with words.
Yes, like I said.
What?
How do you solve a problem with words?
Okay.
It is the mastery of ages. We're trying to try to add a mystic element now.
I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, I got
You're-
this. Oh,
You're
can
right
someone
to be
translate?
confused.
But I look at them again. I'm like, well, that would have been nice when I had ass stick. And then I turn around to show them my ass. It went in here.
Ah, no! No, you don't want to see your ass.
One big thing
Oh,
you do
no,
notice when he
no,
turns
no,
around.
I look at
No,
the battle
no.
wound entirely
Hey,
No
unaware.
ass.
Hey, wait. So, he doesn't have a kilt on, for which you are very, very glad, but there is a belt with the name Garth very sloppily stitched on as he turns around.
Perfect.
Oh.
Reveal.
It went in this cheek
S
and
tier.
it hurt lots. They
Beautiful.
used tongs though. And I all better now.
As he gives you a very nice viewing, you also see his belt there
I don't
as
wanna
well
s- I
with
don't- I
that
don't
name
wanna see it.
stitched on it.
Oh, Garth? Did Garth give you that belt?
Who Garth?
The belt.
The name on your belt.
This my belt. Always been my belt.
Then
Are you?
it's Garth.
Am I Garth?
If
Yeah.
it is your belt.
It kind of rings a bell in the back of my head. I'm like, sure, me Garth.
Look over there, Garth. I like it.
Yeah.
Look over there.
Garth is a strong last name.
Oh god.
I think it's about time we found the teacher and asked a
Okay.
few more questions about this ritual.
I'll stay behind.
The teacher has her wings folded in and is just trying to eat what food is on her plate before the big man comes back. My! That big man can eat a lot.
At this point, I am thoroughly convinced he has a bottomless pit for a stomach.
Hmm.
Is there still food? Or has it been cleaned up?
I think
Your
out
hunger-
of conscientious sake for later, you having gotten up and left prompted the rest of the Aarakocra to ferry everything else away at this point. You
Look
see a
back at
flurry of
the empty
feathers and
tables.
almost what seems to be attendants just taking plates and bringing
Now,
them
I am now
away.
sad, but we'll follow behind my friends, my new friends.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
The teacher is still talking with the woman next to him, and the little child that you can see is trying to, with difficulty, eat stuff with this beak mask he's got on. Kind of snapping on it in his bowl. It's very, very interesting. So, what are you guys doing?
I separated from the group to find Arctus and Quastra and everyone else.
They're
I'm
on the
not
other
with them.
side of the table. Other
Yes,
end.
so I'm not going to see the teacher.
Okay.
I've separated. It's better that way.
Okay.
Sit down and start picking my teeth.
Look, they died.
Anyone else?
No, I'm sitting. No.
What happened to talking to the teacher?
Hmm? I'm intrigued by this bowl.
Okay.
Can I sit across from the lizard guy?
Sure.
Like directly
lizard
other
man
side of the
sitting?
table. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna start sizing myself up to see who's bigger.
I'm gonna roll insight for myself. Like,
As
Okay.
sneakily as I can without him noticing.
Roll
okay,
insight.
I mean, yeah, no, 19. So I
Is
think
he trying to disguise his
I'm like,
actions?
I'm understanding this. I'm like,
Chris?
do I?
Yeah, he's trying to disguise the fact that he's checking him out and
Roll
sizing
me
up.
deception, please.
Sure. That's a 19 plus. I gotta find deception. 23.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Whoa!
Hot damn.
Yeah, you have no clue what he's doing, to be honest.
Plus
He
5.
just seems to be stretching out here.
Good meal.
Oh.
I just kind of like picking my teeth with my new bone cutlery. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Fancy.
Am I able to determine which of the two of us is bigger?
Okay. How big is Garth?
8 feet, 340 pounds.
And how big is?
damn it. Where's my?
I know
Damn
you're
it.
also 8 foot
I'm
tall.
gonna turn into a robot. I know when I look at it. I'll be right back.
This is very important knowledge.
It is for Garth.
It is for Garth. We gotta get it out of the way, or else it's gonna keep coming back up later.
Oh, Jesus.
Six.
He disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, whenever there's that weird like grrr sound, that means he's disconnected.
Ah.
So, what is his height and weight?
Yeah, 8'1" and then 320.
So
So
I'm slightly bigger.
it's
Go
the
ahead, Ty.
difference. There's not much. You seem to be about the same size.
I wanna
Literally
look at him
about
as
the
best
same
I can.
size.
Which is
I want to look at him as best I can, say, "Hey, new friend, little lizard man, you like arm wrestle?"
Just like an absolute expression of joy goes across my face. Yes! Oh, goodness, yes.
Can we reach across this table to arm wrestle with our 3.5-foot wingspan arms?
Yes. You can easily reach across this table being the big ass boys you are.
Mountain
Yeah.
arms.
And you will see that you are far more ripped than I am. Whereas I am tall, gangly lizard man.
Oh boy.
I put my arm out to arm wrestle you.
Alvaro was going to talk to the teacher, but now he's seeing this little debacle about to take place.
This is what I wanted to do all day.
Alright.
So
Is it really?
So you guys are gonna start arm wrestling?
Are you engaging?
Are we doing athletics? Strength?
These will be
What is it?
contested athletics check as you both sit down, eye each other, and put your hands on the table to
athletics? All right.
to do athletics and start beginning your test of strength.
Do.
Scales on skin here.
I look at my other new friend Alvaro and I say, "You say go."
I can't believe I'm really doing this. All right.
Go.
Are both of you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Set.
Yes.
Go.
Okay.
As you start struggling against each other's might, give me your checks. Athletics checks from both of you.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh, I'm proficient.
No.
I
22.
I'm just like, yeah, no, I got.
What do we get?
I got.
You rolled a 1.
So
I got a
go
22.
ahead. Maybe there's 2 of them and there's a just God, but you got a 2?
No, 22.
Oh, 20. Oh.
It's
you
not
see-
even a contest. Maybe you weren't holding on or fully understanding that this was supposed to be an arm wrestle of strength, but your hand just goes flop
Like
in
go.
about 0.5
Wait,
seconds
wait.
flat.
Yeah, like I just kind of like, wait, we go on go or we go on what?
You're like, ah!
Ooh, much fun. We'd do again sometime.
Phil,
What?
you do know what an arm wrestle is, correct?
Yes, right. It's where your arms wrestle against each other. And I do
Yes.
put my arms
And
together.
but that wasn't a wrestle. He just entirely dominated you.
What? It's good.
I probably would have a better chance than what you just showed me.
Oh,
I look at Alvaro. You arm wrestle?
I feel like his hand is about the size of Alvaro's head. Let's be real here.
Possibly.
go
Ever so
on,
possible.
try it. It's fun. You'll see if you.
Put my arm out to Alvaro.
I
You
don't
arm
think I'm exactly within your weight class, Garth.
Okay. You surrender?
For the hell of it, why not? Don't know how exactly. I don't even know how exactly it's gonna work with
You'll then
Hey,
entirely
look,
different hand
Simple
sizes.
thing. When a man challenges you to arm wrestle, you don't reject, even though you know you're gonna lose. Simple. You just take a loss. Okay, you accept and you take the loss.
It's
I look at
that
Phil and I
fragile
say, "You say go
masculinity
this time."
thing.
This is just a guy's thing.
I
This
know.
is just why not? I have nothing better to do.
Okay.
And this
So
is
you
athletics.
sit down in the place Phil was originally. Hold out your arm, even though you're looking at it kind of nervously as you hold it out to Garth.
Oh Lord!
I take his little hand in mine. I just stare him in the eyes.
Why did I agree to this?
I wait for Phil to say go.
1, 2, 3, go.
All right,
And
make
this
me
is
your
at
rolls.
Oh my God! It's a natural 20. Oh my God!
Yes.
What do you get?
I got a natural 20.
What? Did you
You
also?
got a natural
Are you
22?
kidding me?
What's your athletics modifier?
+6.
Definitely way
Oh my
higher than yours.
Well, we're gonna continue with
God.
this. Seems, despite the large disparity in size between these two, this seems to be a battle for the ages. They start straining, but nobody moves.
So that's what happens when you do it on
They-
go. Shit.
It seems like they're both made of rock as they continue to try to
That
hold up
moment of
against
just-
each other.
I just kind of lean over to Silas. Why aren't
Do
they?
you want us to roll another athletics check again?
Yeah,
Or
there seems to be no give or pull on either side, despite this huge ass difference.
God damn.
Alright, my next athletics check is a 23.
Okay.
Holy f-
All
Well, I
right,
got a
Garth.
19 +6. So 25.
That's right. Yep.
jeez.
So, still very, very close, but he's starting to edge your hand down as you continue to
he's
strain. All right, give me another one.
Oh my fuck. Oh, slow computer. Stop. No. Fucking no. I gotta take picture. I gotta take
What
picture.
the hell,
I'm
dude?
taking
You get another 20?
Did
I'm
you
taking
really?
picture. I'm taking
Alright,
picture.
he's getting too lucky this round. We gotta like
I'm
the
wait,
bad luck.
I
The bad luck is gonna
Battle
come
for
back
the
soon.
ages. Arm wrestling here and now.
Ah.
I did not
got
think
a
my session
19.
was going this way, but here we are.
I'm just gonna put that there. Cause
Goddamn
It's
20.
great.
Um,
I asked for the strength, and I'm not even the one doing this shit.
I don't. This is
It's
where all my
another
luck
nat
is
20,
going
sir.
to. Yes.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
All my luck is going into a fucking arm wrestling match, and I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with this.
It's another nat 20.
Wait,
The pride, the
God
pride
damn.
points are cool, but this is not okay.
Well, just for the sake of it. Well, what'd you get, Chris?
19.
Is that what
My
this
God.
modifier to include?
Yeah, I rolled a 13 and I have a +6.
Okay.
Somehow he turns the tide, and this little stick compared to the roiling muscle on this Goliath doesn't seem to be enough as he just takes it and slowly forces your hand to the table. Arm wrestle match over in the weirdest turn of events that could have transpired.
Oh,
I look at him and I say, okay. I play again sometime.
The entire amphitheater has gone silent after having watched this feat of inhuman strength. Nobody's really sure what just happened.
I elbow one of them and I say, "Imagine if you were betting on it." See why you should have feats of strength. Fun to watch.
I don't care. I am entirely dumbfounded. Okay, there goes the entire rest of my luck for the entire rest of this session. 2 nat 20s.
He's gonna start rolling once too.
All
So,
on a
in the heat of the
freaking
moment-
arm wrestling.
In the silence of this room where a pen could drop and you could hear it, what are we doing? Even the two sitting next to the teacher are quite surprised at the results of this particular bout.
Oh yeah.
She
Slow
stopped eating and is just staring at you two.
I'm sitting back again. That was fun.
I was like,
I like your friends.
Ugh.
yeah, that was very fun, Garth. I'm gonna sit down for a second because I feel like I just threw every single ounce of my body into that arm wrestling.
Seeing him worn out, I'm gonna look at him and be, you wanna go again?
Garth, if we go again, you're probably going to throw me into the table.
So you surrender this time?
Yes. Yes, you have. You
So
can.
then
I
I
can
look
see.
around and I say, "He's surrender. I beat 2 of 3. I friend leader.
Wait a minute.
I leader of friend." And I just kind of sit back. Ah.
Wait a minute, Garth. What?
What
I
is
mean-
Cyrus's reaction to all of this?
I'm sitting with I'm going
Dude.
to Arctis, right?
These guys were shaking the entire freaking table. It's hard not to
I know.
notice.
What a bunch of idiots. That's my reaction.
Okay.
This man only
It's
has
funny.
You're not wrong.
This man.
That's
It's funny.
This man only.
It's funny.
This man.
It's what guys do. It's what guys.
This man.
If
This man only has a.
if I was in it, I would absolutely join 100%.
Yes, it's this and measuring contests. We know.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Anyway. What are we
Anyway.
doing?
This man only has a. This man only has an ability score of 14 in strength. This makes no sense.
I mean, technically, the Goliath should
Doesn't
just
like
win, like
Oh
hands
my
down.
God.
We don't need rolls. But okay, that was so fun.
Taking it easy on them.
I'm so angry. I was doing this for shits and giggles, and then I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Oh, I'm so pissed.
that was interesting.
Mhm.
Is this a human tradition of some sort?
It's a male.
I
It's a male
wouldn't-
tradition. It's a male tradition across. Yeah.
Mammalian. It is a mammalian tradition, yes.
Aren't you a lizard?
Well, I didn't say I didn't have fun at it. But it is their tradition.
Huh.
I'm gonna look at the old lady that's talking to us. You want arm wrestle? You challenge friend leader?
I'm good. I'm old. Not very strong. Thank you though.
Okay, me now leader of birds too, cause you surrender.
No, that's not how it works, Garth. We've been over this. Different
Oh,
traditions,
yup.
different
I-
rules.
I remember. I second command.
No. She looks towards the rest
Oh.
of you. As much as I love this big man, he's going with you. He can't stay here. We'll have problems.
I look at the rest of you guys. What's after
Besides food
second?
problems?
After
That's
second,
that is part
that would
of
be
it.
third tertiary.
But
Oh, yep, that where Garth at.
Okay.
he's
I-
been eating us out of house and home for weeks. Please.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, we will take the
If-
fun
ah.
executive of planning.
If we're going to take Garth off our hands, we'd like to know more about this ritual you spoke of earlier.
Ah!
Oh yes, that's
We already talked with our moody friend.
So
and
you
he's
decided to
agreed
be
to
more
be a bit-
civilized. You don't run and storm off. You talk to people. That's how things are done
Oh.
in the civilized world. It doesn't matter if you're a bird, or a human, or a lizard.
Do I hear this?
The teacher
being
isn't
spoken.
incredibly quiet. The
I'm not
woman
sitting
next
too far
to her nods and says, "Yes, that's the way we tend to do things when one happens to be civilized."
Well,
Do
let's be
I hear
fair.
this, correct?
Yeah, if you're paying attention and eavesdropping. I might make you roll another
Yeah, I
perception
suppose I
check.
am. I'm sitting with Arctis. I was gonna talk
Yeah.
to him, but you know, the whole arm wrestling
Craziness.
thing.
We'll get to that in a
Like-
second. Not that civility seems to be a common theme among you thugs.
Thugs, huh?
What?
Jeez.
You've yet to show anything different. Storming off, nearly breaking the table. Not much respect for the traditions of other cultures, I take it.
All right, kinda, like,
Now,
all right,
now.
it's okay. It's okay. It's
I was
okay,
talking
don't,
to them.
Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay.
Wait,
Who are you
Keep going,
talking
keep
to?
going. Myself. It's my internal dialogue.
Okay. I was like,
Calm down, calm down. I'm okay.
That was
you
a
okay
bit of an
there?
unsightly.
Yeah. You had a little bit of a fit earlier. Not that I like you all that much, but I'd rather be respectful to our guests here.
Like I whisper to the bird lady, he had ass stick.
Ah! Okay.
Kind of point to my butt, like,
She
remember?
says, as if she
Yeah.
knows exactly what that is, while eyeing you guys being like, what? As
This
much as a
Goliath is a
bird.
comedian as well as a barbarian.
oh my god, if I had
Thank
heard
you
this,
for that
I was dead.
information.
We got it out. We got it out with words.
Wait, how do you spell your name? Garth?
Garth.
Okay, Garth, the professional comedian. Professional barbarian and amateur comedian. How's that?
Accidental comedian.
Lovely.
stand-up artist?
Pretty much. Well, now that this stick has been removed, is he available for more civil conversation, or am I just talking to you two?
Why don't we ask him?
I think he would like to be kept in the loop, so I'm sure we can get him persuaded enough to join us in these conference, provided they are
They're
out
what?
in the open. Out in the open?
As you can tell, he is quite jumpy, to say the least.
Yes,
Skittish human if I've ever seen one.
Extreme trust issues.
I suppose. Well, first we need to clean up these festivities, and afterwards we can have our chat.
Okay. Is there like a refuse pile we throw it in, or what?
No, we put things away. The wood is fine.
Oh. Okay. Just kind of looking at the silverware he threw under the table, like, whoopsie.
I know
will.
not what it's like where you come from, but we don't throw away good pieces of things. You reuse them. You wash them first. Make sure they stay
Or
clean.
eat them.
No,
Most
we
of the
don't
time
eat them.
Yep, I remember.
Sorry.
So
I'm starting to wonder if you actually do.
Oh.
In the
What?
meantime, a job for you three is to keep that one from breaking it as we break it down.
Me. She points at me or him? Or
The two who are talking to her, you're on the other side of the table.
Okay. Thought like those three. Go.
I think I used up all my strength in just trying to bring his arm down. I will also apologize for that unsightly little event there. It wasn't exactly.
The other woman who has been you've proceeded to ignore throughout this entire exchange is like, well then, I'll be going, seeing as you do not deign to include others in your conversation. Come, let's go. She motions to the child, who hops up and wanders after her as she leaves the amphitheater.
I think we all definitely just forgot about her, didn't we?
A little bit. A little bit.
Don't mind her. You were a little bit rude there, but we had business.
Oh, I do apologize. Who was she?
Her. That is our current princess that we have here. Noxanare.
Noxanare. Does this ring any bells?
You have no freaking clue.
Perfect. Ah, yeah, lots of
I mean, give me a history
Oh,
check for the hell of it.
Oh, okay. I was just
Is that everyone?
Feel free.
what the net? Why? I mean, okay. I guess I do net 20.
You do.
I
Okay.
have -1 in his. Okay, it's
So,
19.
despite your general disinterest in books, as Clad was yammering on about the next Tolton romance story that you had read, a similar name cropped up in relation to this lost city of Omu that was being talked about, which was originally the ruling capital of Cholt.
Okay, I'm sorry. You just gave me like the greatest image of Clyde and Phil sharing trashy romance novels, and just oh my god, my mind.
There was a Tyrannosaurus involved too, but you don't think that's really relevant here.
Remember giant lizard? No. No. Oh my god.
Alvaro just standing there. Oh Jesus Christ! I just made a fool of myself in front of a princess.
Yeah, I kind of relay a little bit of what I know, so that we all can act with a bit more tact. Cough wheeze.
It wasn't exactly. Well, it wasn't as if I really was raised in a life of formalities, but I suppose I should extend my apologies to her at some point as well.
It would be good for business, probably.
Yes, maybe.
Just like, oh, nobles are rich. God damn it! You don't make enemies of rich people, or don't
Yes,
be rude to them either.
nobles are often enemies to those who, well, let's just say they often ruffle many people's feathers and often create enemies in their path.
All I know is gold buys swords, and then if you have enough gold, you can buy people to wield those swords. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But the princess, yeah. What was her? If it's not too private, what was her business with you?
She lives here with us. For the time being. The world is a
Oh,
dangerous place, especially for those whose kingdom is not in the best state of affairs. I
seeking
suggest you
aside.
lay off on the gory details of some of your travels.
I see.
Fair.
Now then,
Back to
let's get things cleaned up and then we'll talk. And you can issue your apologies there.
well then. The sooner we get this done, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Then Alvaro proceeds to assist the other Arakake in cleaning up.
Okay. So for the most part,
Yep.
you guys are just breaking down this table that was there before. Food has already long since been carried away, along with the platters, due to the earlier altercations with a Goliath who would eat everything in sight.
Why does it have bite marks? I don't know.
And the stronger of you help carry some of the big planks away, because those are much heavier, due to the
Yeah.
fact that they're long, unbroken pieces of wood.
Mm-hmm. Gladly help.
Mm-hmm. And those
I don't know
get
about you, Nat One.
slotted away.
Hey,
Um,
it was strip away from all the pig grease. I got grease in my eyes. I don't know.
Excuses.
Yes, they are, but they're good ones. Damn it.
Alright then. It takes you guys about 20 minutes or so to break stuff down, and for the rest to be swept away. And before long, you are left kind of standing in the chamber along the fire, which is now only about 3 feet high, as it is burned down much of the wood that was piled into it.
I finally get up and walk to them. So, what does she say?
Well, we insulted the princess, so
We,
that's
as in you three, or all four of us?
a collective, relatively insult, as I think we're kind of viewed as a unit right now. And yeah, no, Garth is. Cyrus was there when he was added to the group by the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah, we all got to see his butt.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure that
Well, that woman,
we have that.
princess?
Yeah. Kind of mention what I do know. Again, like, and we need to, if we're going to talk with her, to be a little bit more tactful as far as the brutal details. Just keep it bright and shiny. Lots of BS.
Oh, since Garth friendly-ta, Garth will talk to her.
Mm,
Now,
I'm gonna start walking the way that I saw her walk out.
Oh, jeez.
someone.
there's no grabbing Garth. Like, hey, Garth, I know you're amazing with that mouth of yours, but I think it's better for eating foods, not for speaking words.
The princesses like eating. I take food. We eat.
Ah,
I tell her how I get food. I tell her about pig we kill, and we sorry, and I offer to kill her pig.
I look down like, I don't see you having much food for her, though. You have to go get food first. And just kind of, we have limited time when he goes running.
Oh, you're right. I turn around and start heading back towards.
We have a window. We have to take it now. We have to go.
Where does he start heading?
Wherever, do I know where the kitchen's at? Like wherever I brought the boar from, that's where I'm heading.
Lucky
Okay.
us.
So you've started heading towards the kitchen area.
I need to get food to take to the
Oh,
princess.
gosh.
And as soon as he is turning to go, I am looking towards the group and just kind of like waving. We need to go towards talk to Princess now. I have bought us a modicum of time.
Let's get going then before we really find ourselves in a pickle.
Like, how do we apologize? Okay, we have to at least bring up the warning of bringing room service. Don't know what she would order though.
Room service.
Unintentional room for service.
Okay. As the rest of the stuff has been put away, you see the teacher gradually hobbling up the stairs towards that area. Where the princess and the child initially disappeared.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yes, definitely.
Let's go then. Alright, guess we're gonna follow them.
Yep. Follow them and
So you guys make it over there. Within the actual monastery itself, you guys were in the main area, which was this amphitheater style refectory, where the ceilings above were like 60 feet up in the rafters with thatching above. Outside of that is the main hall, which you guys turn to the right to go through. And it looks to be through this sort of regular dining area, which has tables and flat back chairs and stuff like that. and that's where the majority of these pieces are being taken. The slats of wood, the nest chairs, that kind of thing. And then you guys are moving towards, where is it? Give me a moment. You guys are going. Okay. So, you guys actually move through the entirety of the monastery, following the teacher. And on to these on the second floor, as you guys go upstairs, onto this wooden walkway that actually leads a bit further up the mountain itself, and to two buildings built out of the rock. Two more buildings coming out after you leave the monastery proper. At the end of there, it's this relatively big house, 2 stories tall. The teacher looks back to you guys and says, Come in. Make yourselves at home.
I don't know if you want that, but okay.
I hope we can talk with modicum of civility. This is my house, after all. But I figured good place to chat away from prying ears, if that is to be an issue.
We have one of our compatriots coming and bringing snacks in a little bit, so we'll discuss a bit. We'll discuss now, if you do not mind.
It's the Goliath, isn't it? The big man.
Giving small tasks seems to keep him preoccupied enough.
Have I found any food yet?
Food.
You mysteriously find that pretty much everything in the kitchen is spot clean. There doesn't seem to be any food out at all. Just pots and pans and tables.
Are there any plates left out?
Even the plates seem to have mysteriously disappeared, as if... I don't know. They might be trying to keep something from you.
Oh no, that means he's gonna bring not food.
I'm gonna keep looking for anything I can pick up.
All you can really pick up are the tables and chairs littered around.
I was going to say we're gonna have hors d'oeuvres of chair.
Can I take a chair and start snapping the legs off?
Oh no.
Oh god. Yes, you can.
Oh.
Give me a strength check.
Jeez.
You need a strength check from this guy. Are you kidding me?
19.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a.
You start snapping off the legs of this open-backed chair.
But Norbert.
The crack of wood is very readily evident of how you're just dismembering the hell out of this thing.
Cool. So I'm gonna take everything that I have just in this little pile of like timber in my arms, and I'm gonna start walking back towards the way I saw them leave. And I don't know how much knowledge I have of this place, but I'm gonna head to them as best I can.
We'll roll some checks for you in a second.
Okay.
Oh no! No, not him lost too. Oh god. Because then he might find food to put on sticks.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Alright, so...
Yeah, he's about taking sticks out. He's about that removing stick.
The rest of you are ushered into the Elder's house.
Mm-hmm.
Who, for the most part, tells you to come in before settling down. Well, before anything else, be sure to watch the hole in the floor. As you see, there's this giant gaping massive hole in the floor that just seems to drop. Being wingless, I suggest you stay away from that.
May I ask why you have said hole in the floor?
Easy transportation. If I'm too lazy to go out the door. Was already there when we got here. We've been here a while.
Fair enough.
As she waddles over another older Aarakocra seems to be in the place, tidying up, using this leaf, what looks to be almost like a duster, and is making sure everything in the house seems nice and clean. This floor you guys are on yourself. Across the way, past this hole in the floor, seems to be what looks to be a shrine. There are flowers and offering of food placed by this life-size wooden statue resembling what looks to be a tabaxi on the floor, over on that floor. It's obviously very old and carved in a stylized Chultan manner, so very lifelike but almost grander than life, like that crocodile and human statue you guys had came across in the river before. This would make sense to those two. But you, from just looking at it, have no clue who this person might be. The walls of this room itself are decorated with these faded frescoes and floral designs, and somewhat surprisingly mathematical symbols. But the floor in the middle has collapsed. And
Oh gosh, is there integration symbols? Do you have some symbols like all those logic?
Cyrus
Yeah,
does not know
man.
this much math, and I'm not going to spend time on it. So no.
Imagine
Not
doing
doing
integration
this
back
shit.
then.
There's no freaking arrays on the walls.
Calculus.
No.
Yeah.
And that's where you guys are right now. Very obviously a religious chamber of some sort that has also been repurposed as a house for the elder. Come in. Now then. If you wish to say things to the princess, she will be up the stairs. Pointing to the stairs that come down from the side you're on to this landing on the other side of the hole. There's about 2 feet or so of wall or of floor in between that, the stairs themselves, and the hole in the ground.
So you have to jump to the stairs?
No, you can walk it. It's just a very small walkway.
Yeah.
Alright, and well, you guys decide what you want to do for that. Alright, Mr. Barbarian. We're not typically very interested in the complex architecture found at this monastery, so we're gonna roll to see if whether we actually remember where this stuff might be. You can do a straight wisdom or a history check, your choice.
I'm gonna do straight wisdom because I have a -1 in history.
Okay.
Oh.
What's your wisdom, by the way?
10.
No.
Alright.
And my roll was a 2.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so
Good.
after they turned the corner, you found your way to the one place you know really well, which is the room where they normally keep the food. But from there, you've kind of gotten lost. All these walls look the same, they're all stone and kind of decrepit, and you have no clue where to go.
New friends. I have crackers. I'm gonna keep wandering until I find somebody or something to help me.
This man's lost. Help him out.
You do seem
all
see
night.
numerous Aarakocra kind of going around, but as soon as they see you, they tend to turn the corners and just duck out of sight.
Later.
I feel so bad for this guy.
As you're wandering around.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Hey,
see
bud,
how you
people.
fare.
Where are my friends?
We'll We'll see how you fare in a little bit. Alright,
Okey-dokey.
back to those within the elder's house. What are we doing?
Gonna listen to what the teacher's gonna say, right?
Mm-hmm. Ah,
Um,
regarding that,
let's have a seat.
plenty of floor. Take your spot.
Take a seat, I guess. Crisscross if we have to.
Chris.
Are you there, Mark?
Oh,
he
We
went
may
mute.
have
muted.
lost somebody for
Yeah.
a second here.
Yep. Let's hang on then.
Unfortunate. We can wait for a second here. In the meantime, this has been interesting, though we've gotten very little done.
I'm so angry.
What, nat 20s?
Dude, you
Two
are not
nat
playing
20s.
a saxophone. Stop now.
Hey, look. I'm terrible. I'm trying to learn this, but I'm terrible at it. Okay,
Don't need careless whispers for more weird shit. Thank you very much.
Look, it sounds absolutely amazing if you play it right, but I'm not. Okay, I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm trying to learn this, but it's hella difficult.
Sure.
Hey, I think that this one will be good for hitting on girls. You know, you bust one of those out. Yeah. But yeah, I can't right now because I'm shit.
So, given I am not a good reference for women, but something tells me
it's
that's
not.
pretty cheesy.
Yeah, this is not for you alone or anyone else. Okay, this is for the general female population. Okay.
I'm just saying I'm not sure it's going to be as effective as you think it is.
Hey, I
And
don't know
dude, if it was for me, I'd be laughing my ass off.
Hey, I don't know if until I try it. Okay.
Okay. I guess it's worth a try. Like anything. Pick me. Yeah, we've got... It's super effective.
Mark.
Sure.
It's Mark here.
Yeah, no, I'm
Sure.
Oh, he's here. He's here.
Okay.
Yay!
We did it! Cool. You just disappeared somewhere, so...
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
repelling
Okay.
women is good. I
What?
don't count, which is why I'm still around.
Wow.
You
Okay.
missed some interesting things, but anyway.
A
You
little
still there,
bit,
Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure because your camera is kind of off there. Alright. Now, about this ritual. I apologize if it seemed like anything scary. I don't know what he's assuming, but we're not sacrificing anyone or killing things. That's uncool.
Inside.
Okay, feel free.
Okay.
From just a cursory glance, you can see she's very aggravated with that idea. But,
Okay,
feel free.
15.
Yeah, no. She's just annoyed that they would assume something of her people like that.
He
We're very
always
much
assumes
a
something.
peaceful people. Strict in our traditions, but fair. And we're not doing anything like that. This ritual is an appeasement to the Lords of Air, as to, for a time, gift the flightless with something they have not. The ability to see the world as we do.
Are they going to take our eyeballs?
No, Phil. They're going to give us the ability to fly and see the world as they do with wings.
Oh. Kind of.
Yeah. You're right, our Discord's a little weird right now. Everybody's kind of frozen except for me, which is weird.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no!
can you hear me?
We can hear
Let's try
people, but
this.
apparently I'm the only one whose camera works.
Let's try.
No worries.
Really?
Makes sense. Oh, stuff's starting to move again. It's okay. Sort of. Wow, why is this so weird?
What, the cameras or your network?
Yeah, the cameras.
Mm.
You two are loading. Chris is stuck again. Man.
Who's loading? Who's not?
You and Mark are loading. The two to the left of me are frozen. Beaker and Alex,
everybody
and I'm the
moving in
only
my
one who's apparently
Discord.
moving.
I
Vin.
think it's your network
Alright.
because I see everyone fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Everyone fine.
It
Yeah,
could
I've got
definitely be
everybody
mine.
moving fine on mine.
Then let me disconnect for a moment. Streaming a mini of the actual, maybe. That could possibly be it.
Oh no.
Okay. We still got people. We'll figure it out, and if it fixes itself, it fixes itself.
Yeah, so just
We can still hear everybody, so we're good.
yeah.
All right then. Yes, flying. Oh, one would think I didn't need to use such simple language.
It does sound like you're gonna throw us off a cliff otherwise.
Well, that's the end goal, but the idea is not to have you plummet.
And that plummeting part is very important to specify to a person.
Fair enough, I suppose, but yes. When the flightless can fly, you won't be smashed against the ground. And that is the idea. We think it'll give you some help in finding this curse that is troubling us all. And maybe if you're heading in that direction, which I think you might be, a leg up on these snake people. They can't fly either.
That would be terrifying.
Yes, thankfully the only flying reptile-like things around are nice. I haven't seen many of
Speaking
them,
of-
though.
Speaking of the
pterodactyl we killed. Oh, they're nice. Okay. Or the quetzalcoatl.
speaking
wasn't
of
feathery.
Okay.
speaking of the snake men, while me and Phil were combating one of them, I did notice something strange.
You saw one of them? They're here?
Yes,
No.
one of them attempted to attack me and Phil while we were bringing the boar back to the amphitheater.
Oh, why didn't you tell me this earlier? That's not good. I need to tell people.
I believe we told one of your fellow Arakaka earlier, and he had went to alert you of this.
Really? Who? Oh, I shoot him out earlier because I was busy. Hingmatoma, she says, pointing to the Arakaka over there. You hear a bit of squeaking and squawking. And the elder Arakaka there, kind of edges out of the room, drops through the hole and takes flight to, you're not exactly sure where. Well, that's taken care of for now.
There was something else I wanted to bring up.
Yes.
While we were combating the snakemen, something was very odd about them.
Other than them
it
being
was-
snake men?
Yes, it was their eyes.
Oh.
It was as if they were consumed by primal rage of some sort, as if
How many did you
perhaps
see?
there may have been
How did you survive?
only one. He was alone,
Mm.
and it seemed as though he had no regard for his own life. He seemed to just attack relentlessly, regardless of how much damage his body had sustained.
Well, I don't
It
know
is-
much about these snake men, but I do know that there are multiple versions of them. We've seen multiple different kinds before.
Do they all disappear into dust after being slain?
They didn't.
Oh.
The corpse is still there, as far as
Oh,
you
the
know.
corpse is still there.
Yeah,
Oh,
still
Yeah,
there,
it
still
just
there.
leaked
My bad.
blood that you had to pull
My
the
bad.
boar away from. This dark blackish green ooze.
That's right. It's turned to sludge.
Mm-hmm. They bleed like anyone else. Though it's this gross blackish crap.
But are they known to be so aggressive, or is this a recent?
They kill
Change.
us without any regard. I just think they're violent in general. It's why we're worried about them being anywhere near and them moving around. They're evil.
Hmm.
Maybe not evil, but they'll kill anything in their way to get what they want.
Hmm.
That is why I was worried. We saw these movements of adventurers such as yourself coincide with the snakes. It was not a good sign.
Let's see. Yes, no wonder you had every right to point spears at us when you'd first arrived.
We weren't trying to kill you, just worried. For our own
I
livelihoods.
understand. That is a perfectly reasonable
And now
reaction.
that we were here, we figured things out. Like civilized people.
Yeah. And this part of us helping you, what is expected of us?
Well, I would have you take that man with you. Other than that, you've left us in good faith. We'll send you on your way.
Hmm. Adding to our people might be a bit much. Can we have an expense account with you that we can write off with? At least when it comes to taking care of your friend here. He has a tendency to look like he eats his silverware.
What?
Phil,
I
don't
know
think
not what
they.
you're blathering about. You
Phil, I don't think
lizard men.
they're.
Yes, that fellow definitely eats a lot. Out in the jungle, he can fend for himself. I've no clue what an expense account is. What are you babbling?
Huh? You've never had to send somebody off to go buy something and then have to write it down in your account later?
Phil, as you can tell,
This is an
they
account.
search for themselves.
Oh, forager.
They don't. They
Oh.
don't believe in monetary value.
That's right.
We trade items with the humans on occasion when we need something we don't have. But
Just
what
kind
does this have to do with anything?
Nothing. Never mind. I just know he's going to eat us out of house and home.
If you're in this jungle, I think you neither have house or home.
Well, he's
Nothing for
already
him to eat out
in
of.
it.
So there.
No!
If you have anything else to bug me with, it better be important. I have preparations for tomorrow.
I like tap both of them on the shoulder, like let's go.
One last
Unless
question.
we want to see the princess.
Well, that too, I suppose. I just had about the snakes. Which direction are they always coming from?
Let
Just
me
so we
see. I did make a map of that before. She rifles through some papers she has on this small desk type fixture near the statue, the shrine on the other side of the room. I have to check things because this book is big and I forget where the map is. Oh, there it is. Awesome. From the south of here. They always come from the south.
Hmm.
The
Interesting.
south. She stares at the map. Southwest of us.
Hmm. Very good.
If you're talking from that human port you presumably came from, very far southwest from that.
Very southwest from the port.
They always come from that direction.
Good to know. Good to know. Um,
Anything
and
else?
I think we needed to offer our apologies to the princess. And other than that, I think, well, we just need to discuss the ritual, or when we're taking part in that.
We will come get you when it's ready. And
Ah, okay.
presuming you are ready to leave tomorrow, would that be reasonable?
I think we can be settled to head out then.
This has been fun, but your presence here, unless you wish to become part of this society, somewhat jars our traditions of doing things here.
Just kind of like not knowing how to politely say no. Hmm.
The earlier you can be off, the better I think it would be for all of us.
Just kind of nod to that, to the party. I think we should leave.
And
All
remember,
right.
if you're to be talking to the princess, remember what I said.
Yes. Keep out the red bits.
He what?
The bad stuff.
Okay. Agreed. She nods and be off with you then.
All right. Let's get up and
Waves her
go upstairs.
wing.
I look down at the hole. It's like, is it really easier to go out this way? It's like, nah.
I would
Maybe
not
you
recommend doing that until tomorrow.
Kind of go.
That's a long drop.
Yeah.
Where is our barbarian friend?
That we will come back to.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I'm
All right
wondering what
then.
got away with these sticks.
So we are completely lost, and people are avoiding you due to your bit boisterous nature in some cases.
Yep.
So let's roll to see where you end up.
At this point, I'm looking for the princess because I've got a snack.
It's true.
So
Yeah, we did say we were going to go talk to her. Oh, boy.
You have wood? I think
He's
even
got
you
a.
know that's
He's
not
got the leg
something
of a
people
chair. He's got a
normally
leg of a
eat.
chair.
I got this.
People serve legs of things. That's all
Okay.
he knows.
All right.
No wisdom check.
Sure.
Like a flag.
16.
Okay. So you start to, through your wandering around, start to remember a little bit of the floor plan and make it to the second floor of the building. Still
Cool.
looking around, there seems to be quite a fair few less Aarakocra up here. As you're carrying around your decimated stick bundle.
Yep. Do I see doors and things?
You see a few.
Alright. I'm gonna just start knocking on doors and saying, "Princess."
You don't really
Princess!
hear a response from any of them.
Alright.
When they do open, they're Aarakocra that see you squawk and then quickly shut the door afterwards.
Oh, not princess.
Towards
I'm gonna keep searching.
the end of it, you find another chamber up here that looks to be what was originally the mess hall. There's a table in there with a bunch of chairs. Looks somewhat similar to the kitchen downstairs, except there's not a lot of cooking implements and it's mostly just seating.
Hmm.
And there's a door on the other side of that.
I'm gonna knock on that one. Princess.
No response.
All right. I'm not gonna open it. I'm not that rude. Don't want to
There
see
does
naked
seem to be a
princess.
draft of air coming from this door.
All right. And I didn't notice that from any of the other ones.
Nope.
All right. So this door seems different. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe this door is another hallway. So I will open it.
You will.
And out comes naked princess.
No. This is not that kind of campaign. You want that kind of shit, you have a website you can look up.
Big sad.
Jack, don't.
Oh, Lord.
Opening that door, you find that it leads to the outside. And to this
Oh, no.
wooden walkway with a sheer drop on either side of it.
No,
Lovely.
no.
Do I think I can fit on the wooden walkway?
Maybe.
After the wooden walkway hold his weight?
All right. Do I see anything at the end of the wooden walkway?
Yes.
Is there like another door or?
There are 2 more buildings up there that are attached by these wooden walkways built into the side of the cliff.
Okay.
All right. I'm headed to the closest building.
Okay. The closest building seems to be this dwelling built into the side. There is a first story and what looks to be a second story with this this wooden shingle in between, possibly to shave off rain and such like that comes down. And the second building is much bigger and more fancy looking. It's got a domed roof and is made more of stone.
So I'll stop by the first building. If I see any doors, I'm gonna knock.
There is
Princess?
a door. You don't hear any response.
All right. Next house. Next visible
Just kick
door.
it. Just kick it.
The next house, it seems the door is actually already open and there are voices inside.
Oh, I'm gonna walk in. Princess?
And you walk into the rest of them.
Oh.
How do you guys
Keep it
You're not
down.
princess.
Keep it down.
But I brought chair crackers.
Chair.
As you see
Good
him
picking
holding this destroyed mass of wooden sticks. What maybe was once furniture.
Which part of furniture did you break that off from?
It's like dental floss. It gets stuff out of teeth. It don't taste good, but it's filling.
All right, come on, let's go. Excuse us, please. And then like push him out. Like get out. Like you're like,
Not partial to leg of chair, thank you.
Or for me.
The Goliath that eats leg of chair. I love it.
oh boy.
Be interesting once we start getting into more dangerous areas.
Oh my god.
I'd like to take my chair picks and here. Do I have a bag or anything on me?
Oh my god. Animate objects.
You
we
should
went.
have a backpack of some sort.
Well, I didn't know how dressed I was for dinner. But yeah, I'll throw them in my bag.
Okay.
Save them for later.
And,
I'll keep one of them out and start picking my teeth.
Add deconstructed chair to your inventory, I guess.
Damn.
I can't wait to
Absolutely
make
amazing.
reconstructed chair later. Oh my god.
Reconstructed chair.
If he's not broken it beyond all repair, he just kind of ripped things apart.
Damn.
We'll see. Now you guys are standing outside on the landing before the wooden walkway.
Is there right? Where do we bed down for the night?
Having not yet talked to the princess due to a certain friend who's making things interesting.
We'll go talk to the princess. I'm fine with it. I think we can have him under control. I mean, he's civil. You saw. He was just trying to share chair crackers.
Do you think Princess like chair crackers?
I think she will think they are a novelty, and you should possibly keep them to yourself.
Oh, maybe we find different snack then.
Yes, like trying to think of something less offensive. Well, I think all they have are berries and nuts.
Oh, those good. Go great with chair crackers. But you don't want chair crackers.
No. I think we can just leave the chair crackers in there. Don't you?
All right. We're Princess. I lead her. I must talk to Princess.
Yes. Lead the way, dear son. Lead the way. Just
As
follow.
leader, you take me to Princess.
Yes, and I put a small rope and I tie it to his waist and just kind of, this is the leader leash. This is so that we do not lose you, the leader, because
Ooh,
that would be terrible. So
good call. You number 2.
Yep. Thank you.
Number 2, good idea.
Following
Oh,
from a-
no.
God, help!
Like a
help!
parent
Help!
would.
Help! 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 Help!
I swear, Grog was more intelligent than this. Okay.
What's his
I'm suffering
intelligence?
from mild amnesia still. I don't know a lot.
Does he have a?
And if you look
What
at my
is his
personality trait,
intelligence?
Oh,
Do you have an 8 in intelligence? I think he does.
no, I have a 10.
you have a 10?
Oh God.
He's just
Or no,
special,
I have an 8 in
guess.
intelligence. I'm sorry. No, my intelligence is an 8 because I have
Okay.
a -1.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. I have
Alright then.
close.
Oh, history is an intelligence check. Yeah, that makes sense now. Alright then. What are
All
we
right,
doing?
take me to Princess.
Yes. Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
No,
the
we're
way.
not starting that now.
No.
Yeah. Do you know the way?
Leave that where
I
it
do not know.
belongs.
I look for Princess, I find you.
Okay. Then we have to find a way.
Am I gonna have to track?
Mhm.
Dude,
The
the
princess
teacher
is
literally
literally in the
told
house.
you she was up the stairs.
She's
Oh.
there in the house, right behind from where we left.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
So we have to go.
You guys inch around the hole to the right and then go up the stairs.
That's okay. Now that we have everybody together,
I don't know if how the big fellas are gonna be able to inch around that.
It'll be interesting. Be careful.
looking at the hole,
So we have to roll checks for this.
may as well.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
ample enough space across. It's just small.
Well, I mean, 2 of us are tied together with a rope, so that's good, right?
Maybe we should just not do this, man. Today's.
I
We could
mean,
do it
it's
tomorrow,
it's
maybe.
reasonable enough walkway. It looks sturdy.
You know where Princess is?
The princess. Is in the
I didn't
house.
hear any of the conversation.
The princess in the house where we just came out from.
Oh, up there. All right, I head in.
Pulled along.
So yeah, you are literally pulled along this 2-foot stretch of walkway with this huge gaping hole to the side as he starts
Jeez.
going up and marching up the stairs.
Jeez.
And you arrive at this upper floor landing. The upper floor is also decorated with frescoes and these patterns, just like the lower floor. And this landing on top of the stairs has no window, but you see is dimly lit by 2 candles, one at each of the end of the hallways on the wall. In the outer room right here, there is a door right across the way, all the way to the right, on this landing. Essentially opposite from where the stairs come up.
Alright, so stairs are on the left. Okay. I'm gonna head to the door.
Okay. It's a door.
I'm gonna knock on it. Princess!
Gosh.
The door opens and you see not a woman, but the small child that you guys had seen before, who has his beak on.
I'm gonna say, oh, hello. You travel with Princess, yes?
Hi. You mean my sister?
Oh, she's your sister.
what?
Yes. What's your name?
My name is Na. I'm 6, he says, and he holds up 6
Na.
fingers.
Ooh, hi,
Nah,
Na.
7.
Ma-
6.
Oh,
Oh,
well, hello, Na. Me, look over there, Garth. Is your sister
Oh,
around?
God.
That's a big name.
I big person.
Yes, you are. Big person. Where you come from? I've never seen a person that big.
I come from my mom.
Come from my mom.
He stares at you for a moment as if he doesn't really understand.
All
Okay
right.
then. Why are you
Don't mind.
why are you
me.
here?
It's short
This is where we
story.
live.
I'm looking for Princess.
Who's Princess?
We need to apologize to Princess because we bad people.
But no,
You're,
we
what?
not bad people. We make mistake, not bad people.
Listen to Lizard Man. He number 2. He know what happened. And I step out of the way so Phil can talk.
Oh gosh, how did I forgot the small child's name already? Jesus.
Nah.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
You're
Like, oh,
you're really big too, and you have scales and a tail. He says, grabbing at your tail. That's so cool.
I let him grab it, and just kind of like trying to stop myself from disconnecting it, like every lizard does. God damn.
You don't do that.
No, never.
No, you don't. It's like, wow, it's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all like skin.
Hmm?
What are you
No.
people here for?
Can we just go see your sister? We will like to apologize to her.
Yeah, if he wants, I'll go ask her and see.
Thank you.
No problem. He bows his head, very much like what you've seen the birds do, for respect, and scuttles back inside the room. You do hear, very much muffled, but the voice of the woman that was at the table before. And for a few seconds, and he comes back out, scuttles over. You can come in, but be careful. There's lots of books on the floor. I've been reading all day, and I don't want big people stepping on them. They're nice books.
Will do. And I guess we go in, neat single file line.
Yep. Typical.
Single file.
Maybe not single file,
You
but
guys
just
are huge.
they're huge. You probably have to like bend over to get through the door for
the
sure.
2 8-foot people do literally need to bend down to get through this door. It is a relatively small door. Though the ceilings open up to be around 8 feet, so you still have to duck a little bit.
Have some decent headspace.
Mm-hmm. This room is relatively small. It's about 20 by 20. Still pretty big, but you immediately notice that books cover the walls. This seems to be a small library within this area. There are, like Na said, books all over the floor. Many of them open. A few toys scattered about, and some paper he uses to scribble on as well. This is our book room. It's got lots of books. I like to read many of these.
Interesting. Anything in particular?
We have lots of books here. Things for math, questions about the world, all sorts of different creatures, stuff about Omu and Ubatao. Lots of things. I like to read a lot.
It's a nice hobby you have to read. Very young. I didn't really get a chance to read when I was young. Yeah.
What did you do?
Oh, I was training with my swords more.
Why did you need to do that?
Because my parents kind of just left me there, you know. Yeah, I didn't really have a choice.
Aw, that's sad. I don't have any parents either.
Oh,
No fun.
what happened to them?
I don't know. Sister said they just went off somewhere.
I'm sure they'll be back. Now,
Parents seem to be growing more and more of a luxury these days.
if we may speak to your sister.
Oh
please.
yeah. She says she'll be out in a few minutes. She's
We'll wait.
In the
very private about things.
meantime, show me some of these books on creatures you spoke about.
Creatures? Which ones? We have lots.
Be right back.
Hmm.
We have books on dinosaurs and other creatures like in stories.
Do you have anything regarding vampires?
What's a vampire?
Never mind. Any book will do. I'm just interested
Okay.
to see.
How about this one? This one's about dinosaurs. And he holds out
Sure.
in both hands this rather thick volume.
Wow, this is quite a large book. Did you read this entire thing already?
No, it's kind of hard to read. Lots of big
No?
words. I just looked at the pictures.
Well, while we wait for her sister, why don't we read a couple pages?
Sure.
I'm gonna look at Phil and ask for the berries and nuts.
I hand him up. Did I grab Barry?
No, you didn't.
No, but you said you had them to me.
Shit.
Anyways, Alvaro is going to sit down with Na, crisscross applesauce, and open up the book.
Okay.
And while he's waiting for the princess to come out, he'll help Na practice these
So
big words in the book.
the boy does seem to be pretty bright for his age, and you see some of the other books that he had opened are pretty advanced for a kid his age, but as soon as you open this thing, it seems to be a literal technical anatomical analysis of some of these animals, with all the jargon that goes with that.
Would I have to roll an intelligence check to have
You
to be
might
able
even
to...
have a hard time reading this, so yeah.
Oh, good.
Give
Here we
me
go.
a history check. Have we learned
history?
enough? Yeah.
When he asks for the berries, I hand him the bag of ball bearings.
It's 18.
Okay. 18?
That's an 18. Yep.
You're having a hard time with some of these words, but you're able to get a lot of general stuff through context. Like certain parts referred to where it'd normally be the tail, they have a specific term for it, etc., etc. It's describing the animals and how they tend to do things.
That's about the best outcome I can get right there for a blacksmith.
Yeah. Never read anything this remotely this complicated in your life. But hey, dinosaurs are cool.
Dinosaurs are always cool. Always.
And as he looks at the other books that Na had already apparently read and how seemingly advanced they are, it's like I will say that even though well, I'm having difficulty reading this thing, but it certainly seems like you certainly have a leg up on this kind of thing here.
I like reading. It's fun. Keeps me out of trouble, the others say.
Do you only ever read?
No, I like to do other things. I make little toys. You want to see one?
Oh, really? Of course.
He digs in a corner of the room where there's actually a chest there. Not a serial killer. And he pulls out what looks to be almost a little glider. It's essentially this contraption with made of stick and a bit of canvas that if he says, "Watch this," he throws it up into the air and it kind of just spins in circles down to the floor.
Wow. That was quite impressive. How long did it take for you to make that?
One of my books showed me how to do it, he says, running over to grab one of the books on the floor. They have all sorts of these design things in it. I don't know how long it took me. Maybe 2 weeks, I think. I had to go find all the things to make it.
Wow. Certainly better than whatever I could try to make.
Have you ever tried?
Well, I've made things. I can't exactly say that I've never made something as delicate as this before. My area of expertise more so comes in terms of steel and metals.
Maybe you should try sometime.
Maybe you can teach me. It would certainly be an interesting learning experience.
Better to learn from the book. I'm not good at teaching. Alright. And while this conversation is going on, you hand our Goliath the ball bearings you had.
Yeah.
Ball bearings?
He
What?
The
has
bag
ball
of ball
bearings?
bearings?
He asked for berries and nuts, and I realized the only bag I have on me, and just like, yeah,
With
no,
something
here.
remotely similar as the ball bearings? Okay.
I'm
You,
like,
you hand
I'm just
the
holding them.
Garth this relatively heavy bag of ball bearings.
That's my new friend.
Okay.
These heavy nuts.
very careful. You don't want to chew on them; they break teeth.
Ah, swallow. Okay. Noted.
Just gonna swallow them whole.
I swear that is the most diverse vernacular we've heard from this character in the entire session.
It's a little bit, yeah.
In the meantime, Monoxenare opens the door. Yes. What
I look up
business
at
have
her.
you here?
You, princess?
Who are you?
Ah, look over there, Grog. Oh,
She looks to
look
the
over
rest
there,
of
Garth.
you.
That's my
Look
name.
over there, Garth.
Are any more of you more intelligent than this
He's
man?
My
Yeah.
apologies, Your Majesty.
I brought berries.
No.
You want
stop,
snack?
Stop. No, stop. Like,
And I
Click
offer
his
her
hand,
the
like-
bag of ball bearings.
Can we have him
What you
removed,
have?
please?
Bill says you swallowed
I
them whole.
pull on the rope.
Phil, take him out.
I
please.
pull on the rope, and I'm just like, his offering is a sign of apologies. It is a symbolic gesture of berries.
Yes,
Well,
what number two
then.
say?
Certainly not from a culture anywhere near here. Do you have any business
I'm not
with me?
sure.
Yes, we came to, what was it? Apologize?
Yes.
You've done
For
that. What reason are you
Okay.
here
Good night.
in Sir Cabal?
well, initially it involved
We were forcefully brought here,
Oh?
and we would like to leave.
Hmm.
Simply put.
Why so soon? She says, looking at Cyrus there.
Because there's somewhere we have to go, and we are running out of time a bit
Oh, where?
to the Aldani Basin.
I'll pass.
Is that
Basin.
I'm sorry, Basin.
The Basin.
Basin. I'm sorry.
you get
Sorry,
We'll
English is
say
not my
basin
native
of water.
language.
Okay, you don't get to have that excuse. How long have you been in this country?
I don't care. I don't care.
You were in AP fucking English with me.
I don't care. I don't care about this. English is not my native
Basin.
language.
you lean into it. Lean in.
Okay. Well, I
basin.
can't say
Okay,
I know
basin.
exactly what a basin is.
Basin.
But
Sorry.
I did hear talk that you are attempting to find the source of this curse going around.
Tempting is certainly the operative word here.
Are you
Mm.
familiar with this curse, Princess?
Not in particular, but I do know my city of origin has been besieged by snake men for a long time now.
Your city of
You
origin.
might, with all the evil that those creatures bring, be able to find what you're looking for there.
You mean you are not from Port Nyanzaru?
No,
Uh,
I am the heir of the Lost Empire here. I want to regain what has been lost.
I'm
And
sorry.
I am always looking for those to do it, for the good of Chult itself.
Off lost. I help you.
The first
sorry,
reasonable
but-
thing I've heard out of this creature today.
the four of us are not familiar with this lost empire you speak of. Can you elaborate?
Oh, a history lesson you want, I suppose. You did ask so nicely, she says, specifically eyeing Cyrus.
Thank you.
Well, Chult and Ninzaru itself was once under the rule of my great-grandmother. However, we were forced to flee when the lizard, or not lizard, my bad, the snake men took over,
See?
killing our people and taking the city of Omu for themselves deep in the jungle. I would very much like to have it back. And whatever evil you seek would very likely be among them. It would be for the good of Chult, and to have a stability over the realm once more. That I could rule this place and bring peace to it after all this struggle. Waffles.
Shit.
I have rewards to offer should you be able to do it.
Ooh, you have shiny things?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
In fact.
Alright. Goth help you be not lost. You give Goth shiny thing. I look at the rest of the party. As leader, I say we go.
We might want to contract as far as what we. Never mind. This sounds very agreeable to be able to help and assist. I agree with leader.
'Tis for the good of Jolt, and there's a reward to be had in time. I'm sure these snake men probably keep and hoard riches of my old city as well. If you're able to find anything while there in helping liberate it, you're welcome to keep whatever you find.
Oh, salvages,
And I
right?
do have some pieces from my own treasury, should you be able to be successful, that I might be willing to give you.
Seeing as you were the original owner, are there any pieces you would like to see restored or returned to you?
Hmm. Ah, I've never personally lived in the city. It's been a couple generations.
Oh,
If you can find anything of my great-great-grandmother's, that would be appreciated. Anything from the royal family. I have
uh,
so very little of the belongings or memories of my forebears.
do you know if they have any distinguishing marks of your house or family?
Hmm. That I can presumably give you. She
Oh,
pulls out an amulet that has a symbol, which is the same as what was found on this monastery, surprisingly enough. A very
hmm.
circular symbol that almost looks like a maze. Uh, Completely ensconced within a circular fold. That is the symbol of my empire, or my lost empire.
Well,
Should you find anything with this on it, that would be appreciated.
I look at it and try to take the best mental picture of it because I'm assuming she wants it back,
Yeah,
right?
she
Yeah.
she tucks it back into a pocket after she's done.
Hmm.
I will be happy to mark you on your maps what best location I best know of this city.
That would
And
be great.
yes, particularly if we are going to utilize this gift or was it the ritual to its fullest.
Hmm. I'm happy we could agree. Is there a map I might have?
Clad has the map, so he's gonna have to,
Well, we'll
we'll
say
just
you,
assume
you
that we
pull
do.
out the map that
Yeah,
Cinder
yeah.
gave you of the general area. She goes back into her room for a second and pulls out a quill and circles a general area on your map. Relatively small, but in the midst of this blank space that was left from Cindra's reconnaissance. Originally, she couldn't really get much of the map filled out because of the inherent danger of the jungle, whether from its wildlife or the undead that regularly roam it. And this circle is very much to the southwest, in the very heart of the island here, and is directly very southwest from Surgabal, which she marks on your map as well, where you guys are right now. So for instance, I have my own. I can't show you this one, but
Oh, got the
yeah, sorry, I have it marked. But from the map you guys have on
The map
Discord.
yeah.
So, from Port Nyanzara, you go south about halfway, and that's Sir Cabal, near the river Olung. You guys traveled quite a distance. And then diagonally, southwest from there, is where that general circle is marked Omu.
Omu.
It does look to be quite a distance, about at least 1.5 the times you've traveled from Port Nyanzaru itself.
what does the terrain look like?
Uh, you don't know. It's part of the map that Sandra wasn't able to fill out, but
Oh,
considering what you've seen, likely jungle.
natural explorer.
We finally have a ranger to help us through the jungle.
And presumably flying for a little
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that too. Well,
that's. I mean, flying is great, but I'm not hedging my bets that we're gonna be able to keep flying for very long.
No, the thing is, and we have most of our supplies on the ship. We can't. We can't. We have to get the boats.
bit.
That's
You
where
do
all of our
have
stuff
to
are.
return to your previous stuff.
So like,
We can recon, but we're gonna end up dropping ourselves way the hell out there.
and we're gonna have to come back with the boats anyways.
Yeah.
How else are we gonna get back?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well,
All right, back to this.
Okay.
Well,
Would that be satisfactory? To find your way? She says, handing the map back.
that would. Speaking of the previous generation, should we assume the worst has happened?
I know not. I have not been there, but it has been a couple generations. We stay here in safety in hopes to eventually reclaim our lost city. Given these snake men, I would suggest you be on your guard.
yes, it seems they
They're ruthless and care not what they kill.
and seem to have no desire for self-preservation.
That I do not know.
Well then,
Is there any other business you might have, other than going out to reclaim the city?
I think that'll be it. Should we go, boys?
I'll offer her the bag of bearings again and say, "Friendship berry."
symbolic.
She slides her delicate hands into the bag and pulls out one of them.
Cool. And then I'll pull the bag back and grab a small handful and just
Oh,
put them in my mouth and swallow.
Whoa!
Oh no!
She
Okay.
told me not to chew.
Am
And
I
I said,
saying
I
this?
say, don't chew them.
I
Just
suggest
swallow.
you be on your way.
Is
Come
that a
now.
con save?
Just kind of begin pushing him, pulling on the.
Yes.
The
Please.
little
The
boy
bag of
walks up
bearings
to
to
her.
everybody else in the room.
Excuse us. Good
Anybody
night,
else
You
want a
have
berry?
you have your assignment.
Yes. Good night, Your Highness.
Be off with you.
Let's go. Let's go. And I
I
push
was
this guy
I
out of
was
here.
gonna ask one last question before they head out the door.
Too
Okay,
late.
yeah, he can. You can
Yes?
linger with the rest of us going down the stairs.
Yeah, we're pushing this guy down.
Anything
Uh,
else?
Just one last thing. If we do somehow manage to accomplish this, well, relatively suicidal task, and you are able to recover your long lost city, how do you plan on reestablishing peace?
Hmm. That is from the heart of the jungle. As rightful ruler of this place, we can start rebuilding and extinguishing what dangers lie there. Instead of this fragmented power ship that is in the cities, one stable ruler will allow things to get done much better. And in better quality when there are no squabbles over the merchant trades that go in and out.
Wealth and
sure
power.
with the help of people in the city who would be excited to have stability again and their ruler back, instead of these merchants who care nothing but wealth. Someone who cares for the people.
I wish there were more leaders like you back in Levrain.
Hmm. If only.
Anyways, I won't take up any more time, Highness.
Thank you.
You have a. And he'll
I
walk
have,
out.
I have a question before we walk out.
Okay. Is this out of
How long has it been since dinner? Yeah, out of character.
maybe an hour or two?
That's enough time. Cool. As we leave, I'm gonna let one rip.
What?
Con
It's been
save?
about an hour. That's about the timing.
Oh,
We don't need
no,
that much.
no.
Is that con saves for everybody?
Yeah.
No.
It's
Man,
gash.
you put
that's-
this next to an open hole. It
Oh,
goes
I'm
falls
pretty
out
sure-
of this.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure Phil is right behind
Yeah, I am. I got a tether on you.
Easily
I'm within
tied
rope
to-
breadth of you at the very least.
the
Alright.
Noxnars. What was that?
Have a good night, princess.
As he lets it rip,
Good luck.
Alvaro slams the door to avoid letting the noxious gas enter the room.
Luckily,
I rolled a- I
the
rolled-
princess doesn't open it to come back out.
I
Oh
rolled a
man,
19 on my con save.
what are our saves?
Oh,
Phil?
concept. That's right.
Oh, I had to roll con saves too. Fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody's got to roll a
You
Oh,
guys
con
are
save.
all behind him as you pushed him out
Oh.
first.
18 total. Jeez, beats.
I only got 11. Shite.
What'd you get, Mark?
I got 18 total.
Mm.
Thank-
Cyrus starts coughing and hacking at this rancid fume that has invaded his peripherals and his entire vision.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Motherfucker.
It's positively nasty.
Oh. Oh.
You can survive a day and a half in a tannery.
I look at him gasping for I say, boar fart's good. I keep walking away.
Oh my god.
Garth, next time, do warn your friends if you're going to accidentally release gas.
Yes.
Who said it was an accident?
Let me know at least properly.
Farting sign of respect. I respect you. So I fart.
The truest form of honor. Exchanging gases with the universe.
Next time I let you fart first.
Oh, thank you for such a wonderful honor.
God.
Luckily,
Just stuff needed,
the
Phil.
teacher
Just
seems to
realized-
have left the house in the meantime, and you guys are able to walk onto the wooden
You don't
slats
say.
without
Thank fucking God.
impacting anyone else.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's find a place to sleep that's well ventilated.
Yeah.
Oh.
And presumably you guys will take up residence in the amphitheater for.
I'll give
I
Phil the rest
guess.
of his
Very
Oh
berries.
my
nice.
god, where the sound can reverberate.
Echo. Echo. Echo.
He probably
Maybe.
snores too.
Oh,
Oh, no. Fuck. Can we sleep outside?
The landing outside the monastery is not incredibly large, but you could try.
Do we have sleeping bags? Oh, wait, we have tents. We have tents.
You
That's right.
guys, presumably all have sleeping rolls, and then you left the two tents on
Oh,
the
no,
boat.
we did not bring the tents.
You left those on the boat, and you know how Chult is inclinated to rain. A lot.
Yeah.
Garth, you.
The clouds
You sleep
outside,
outside.
as you look up, already seem to threaten
Never mind.
with their heavy grayness.
Oh dear. I take the risk with the amphitheater.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Make sure I give Phil back his half a bag of ball bearings.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we'll see the end of that story later.
Oh god.
How many of those
No,
things did you
God.
swallow?
Half a bag? Minus the one the princess took?
You realize that's
Jesus.
500 ball bearings, right? There are 1,000 in a bag.
I thought they were berries.
Oh no!
Fair enough.
They're
Yeah,
Wait, they're
we'll
metallic,
see how
right?
I forgot.
next
iron.
time on Death Tyson Regret. We'll see how that ends up.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh
fuck!
god. All right. So we'll say you guys take up lodgings in the amphitheater again.
Mm-hmm.
Time to sleep.
Yes. And I think we'll end it there.
Wow.
What an interesting session.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Exactly. What the fuck?
Friendship berries.
Friendship
sir.
berries.
You, sir, and your chair crackers. The fuck? I love it. I love it.
What the hell?
You fucking madman.
Can we get back to the fact that I rolled 2 nat 20s to beat this guy in a fucking
yeah.
arm
The
wrestle?
fact that you were able to arm wrestle one of the barbarians and then just straight win. Oh, fucking hell.
The stronger one.
Yeah.
I
What
only
the
have
hell?
a fucking 14 in strength, man. Okay.
He literally starts off by just throwing Phil. Oh my god.
Wow.
Alright, next time I'll rage first.
Oh, you gotta
No.
So he gets
rage.
advantage.
No,
That was
if he
gonna be a
rage,
rage out.
if he rages, I'm going through something. Okay. If he rages,
Oh.
I'm going
I'd
through
like to
something.
rage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, the table's not gonna.
Maybe
be
not. Oh
The
god.
table is just gonna fucking break.
No.
Pig shit.
That's exceedingly worrisome.
No.
Damn.
God.
Wonderful fashion.
So not any combat this time round, but interesting
There
things.
was gonna get into it.
There was internal
On the
combat.
verge
There was
of it.
internal internal conflict.
Definitely gonna be some internal combat coming up. I feel the term rage shit coming on.
Oh,
In your
no.
case, probably.
Just to
Oh my
reduce the
God.
damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh jeez.
No,
We'll leave
no.
that for next time. You guys definitely
No.
have places to go, things to see,
Oh boy, it's a lot of stuff to do, you know.
and a possible lead.
Yes. Well, 2.
hmm
Possible lead, just
Well,
possible.
you have a
Well,
favor
something.
to deal for Mr. Wakanga, as well as another place.
I'm not obligated to that.
Well, the group is, and so you
I
are
know.
vicariously.
I have no knowledge.
You don't have knowledge of
yes,
it. It'd
right.
be the other two to tell you.
Hmm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Form the party. Oh, this is why we have the leader now. I can tell him to tell all the things I don't want to. Yes.
Oh, jeez.
You think he's actually going to do it
Well, he'll be
in
able to say,
a satisfying enough way?
To the best of my ability.
yes.
To the best. of
I'd
my
say
ability.
write that shit down,
There.
but I can't
So,
read very
to
well
get
either.
him to
I
say
can live
things, you
with
first
that.
have to explain it to him and have him understand.
True, true.
Man.
It might just be easier to say it yourself.
Yeah, because I'll go in a diatribe trying to
It would
explain.
be so much more fun if you had me do it.
I know that's one of the reasons. Well, we'll get there when we get there. Oh,
I'm not sure that's the smartest plan you've had,
no.
but it is amusing.
Oh, Jesus.
So what do we think?
I'm having fun. I conquered a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Didn't even
Overall.
wait for that man to recover. He said, "All right, you beat me. You want to go again?" I was like, "What?"
What?
Just like, he's a barbarian. He didn't even rage. What are you expecting?
Yeah, right.
The man is eating wood chips like they're chips.
He's literally chomping wood like it's freaking potato chips. You know. Chomp, chomp.
You
chomp,
don't know
chomp, chomp.
me.
I think we do
What a
too
legend.
well
What a
for
legend.
how little we've known you. I think that's the issue.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm getting
Otherwise,
that ones across the board.
we had a
next
fun
session.
time.
That was good.
Anything else we'd like to see in the future, perhaps?
Can't think of any for now.
Off the top of my head.
Okay. Cool.
I'll probably discuss it in private.
All right. If we're too
Oh.
embarrassed to tell the class, you can do that.
Ah,
I mean, I guess out of character, I could tell you guys just so you're informed.
Yeah.
Because of my background, my faceless background, I have a persona.
You have a
Oh.
faceless background. Oh.
So just for role playing, so you don't get or completely thrown off later on. But essentially, it's not quite bipolar, but I have a second like persona that I assume.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you which Garth is which, but just so you are aware.
oh
Okay.
my
Oh
god.
dear.
Oh,
Oh dear. We have a
shit.
8-foot barbarian with a personality disorder.
So he's lost some of his personality along with his insomnia. Hmm.
Oh dear.
The brain damage that I recently suffered.
Rain.
Gain Bramage.
Yep.
It's between Look Out There Garth and then Dark Garth.
Oh, look over there, Garth.
Dark.
You can call me Big G.
Oh no.
Big D.
No, I don't know letters, so that'll never happen.
That's true.
Big
you are actually illiterate.
He's actually illiterate?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that.
Well, okay.
I love being
In
above
previous versions of D&D, barbarians
Yeah,
always
he was.
started illiterate.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
choice now,
I was
but
saying
I'm
Phil
illiterate.
Hilton.
I'm not worried about it.
It makes sense, I will say.
Yep.
That I will say. All right,
Okay,
guys.
y'all.
If you
Good
don't got
night.
anything else,
Yeah.
you are free to go.
Good night, everyone.
Y'all.
Night.
Oh, I
Night.
can be on my stream.
Yep. That's
No, you're
tomorrow,
good.
right?
Yep, just
The
A friendly
12-hour
reminder.
one.
I'll be starting around by 2:00 Eastern.
Okay.
So
I should
Hopefully
be
I'll
up
be
by
up
then.
by then. Alright, we're gonna